All right, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 49. Wow, we're almost at 50 episodes, oh my god, of Passion Project, the speedrun and gaming variety show that encourages anyone and everyone in the speedrun and greater gaming communities to showcase their passions in games. My name is Amber Cyprin. I will be your host for the rest of tonight, and if you've got a passion project of your own, you can go to gdq.gg/hotfix, find the How section near the top of the page, and click the link to submit it to the show. So whether that's grinding speedruns, learning or routing new categories, or breathing new life into a game in unconventional ways, which this next guest has done in basically everything, Passion Project is the best place on Twitch to show the world what you love the most in speedrunning and gaming. So before we get started with the showcase, I just want to remind everyone that if you are looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff, reach out to showrunners, and more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and more information. And tonight on Passion Project, I am joined by Nico Hart for a more recent passion project of his own. While we won't be playing this game on an everyday object turned into a controller, we'll be diving into 11-Bit Studios. They're the devs behind the Frostpunk games. It's their latest published game, The Altars, which has had a very small community, but a rapidly developing speedrun since its release back on June 13th of this year. Nico, thank you so much for being here with me again tonight, especially given the time zones. How are you doing? And tell me, what led you to picking this game up?
Hi everybody, I'm back again, this time not on a weird controller. I know, right? Last time I think it was with the bicycle for Undertale, and now I'm on a mouse and keyboard. It feels weird. I joke, but this is something that I have been immensely passionate with recently. I've got to give a shout out quickly to the PR company Disobey. They put me onto this game as a last minute sort of fill-in to do an hour or so of to record it, to put it on Steam for when they publish the game, and to get the reviews of people looking on Steam. And as soon as I was starting to play, I was like, oh my goodness me, I really like this game. I never thought I would like this game, and I really like this game now. Because literally, I think it was 2 days ago, I just took back world record by 2 minutes. The speedrun world record is now 2 hours, 12 minutes and 35 seconds, which is a lot from when I first ran the game. I think I got I got a time, I'm looking at my YouTube now, of 4 hours, 50 minutes and 34 seconds. So you can see how the run has evolved. It was from 4 hours, 50 minutes, 34 seconds to a sub 4 hour run, then a 3 hour, 43 minutes, then there's a 2 hour, 54 minute, then a 2:27, and now a 2:12. It's just climbing and climbing and climbing. And we're kind of battling against the Japanese runner by the name of Nintent. They came through recently with a 12:14. I was like, I've got to beat this. So I did. Anyway,
you've been messaging me since you proposed this game to me. You came to me with a different idea, completely different game, completely different idea. And I was like, yo, let's wait until after SGDQ to act on that. And then I reach out to you after SGDQ, after seeing you at SGDQ, and you go, well, actually, I'm a little distracted with this game. What do you feel about this? And I'm like, you know what? I'm down. Yeah. Sure.
I mean, I'm still down to do the other idea eventually, but again, Passion Project, this has been it for a little bit, so when I get some time, life's hectic as always, but
who am I to say no to someone who's passionate about something right now?
What a concept. Right, let's talk a little bit about the Altars, just to get people informed about what we are running today. So, as Amber said, this game literally came out, I think it was in June 2025, survival game developed and published by 11-Bit Studios. So we are the player, assumed control of a person called Jan Dolsky, a builder working on the Project Dolly space expedition as a part of the Ally Corp. I know it sounds evil, who becomes the sole survivor of a wrote Lita, which is actually meant to be lethal. Thanks, Nico. Past Nico. Crash on a hospitable planet.
I was wondering about that.
Look, I'm tired. On a hospitable planet with a delay sun. deadly, son. I can really write notes.
Okay, I need to. So Nico gave me these commentary notes. Shout out to Thormagander. Thormagander was going to be here and then had a last minute commitment. And I am now the person. I'm the wingman here, who become the sole survivors of a Lita crash on a hospital planet with a delay, son. That is exactly how that sentence is written.
I know verbatim, but come on, man, don't call me out like this. Like, furthermore than myself calling myself out.
No, look, I get through my show intros with some sort of ridiculous thing coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's not me for once.
I'm glad I could be the film for that side of things.
God.
But the main part of it as well is that Jam must create altered versions of himself in order to survive this inhospitable planet. So that's all you need to know. Let's get into the game. I really should have cleared my save files. I'm so prepared. Let's start the run.
It's okay.
And my timer's not even running anyway, so it's fine. I don't even know what time it's going to be. Let's go. So, when we wake up, again, we are the sole survivor of this expedition, stranded on the unknown planet. It's pretty desolate. It's pretty rocky. It's pretty disturbing, as some people like to call it. So, obviously, because we have, like, crash landed, we've got to try to figure out what on earth is going on here, because like, we're with a whole cast and crew of people, but they're nowhere to be found.
You read me? This is Jan Dolsky.
Okay.
I landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray.
So here's the thing. If you guys aren't well informed,
Maybe the radio's broken.
the voice actor of this game, by the name of Alex Jordan, has voiced pretty much every single Jan Dolsky that is in this game. That is a lot of roles to fulfill. I don't know if that's actually like a record for like the most amount of roles that somebody has fulfilled of the same kind of like main character, but it feels like it might be up there. But Alex Jordan does it absolutely fantastically, and like it really feels like each alter is completely different, if you know what I mean. And they have their own personality trait. Alex Jordan does it perfectly, and they've recently been streaming it as well, so it's pretty cool actually. I'd love to see that. Right, so
I don't get it.
I don't want to talk over Alex Jordan. I really don't. So this next scene here is kind of like the pinnacle importance of what this whole game is about. We're going to be seeing a mobile base, which is what we're going to be carrying through all the way throughout this game. We have to use this base in order to be able to get from point A to point B and to point C, because there's only 3 acts. But it's not just as easy as that. There's obstacles, there's hitches along the road, there's trouble afoot. Also, I wanted to mention this before we continue further. If anybody in the chat does have any questions, I do have my chat popped up. So if you want to ask questions about this run, about me, about like, you know, what's going on in the game, we can fill you in on all 3 regards, and many more even. Right, so here we go. We can see that there's like flares of the other vessels that the other crew came down from, but it doesn't seem like it all went down well, because we just missed a little cutscene where we actually got to see the life signs of all the rest of the crew, and guess what? They're dead. Just like their captain as well. We are the sole survivors, so yike. So a fun fact about this game as well, there's a deadly sun, as we mentioned, delay sun, and it is full of radiation. So whenever we're outside, when the sun is beating down, we got to try to get inside ASAP or build radiation filters, or yeah. Also, are you stupid or are you British? That is correct. It is nearly 3 a.m. for me, so yes, it is quite elaborate of my vocal personality and location. Anyway, do I enjoy root beer floats? Never had one. Seems weird, I know, right? Being like, do they have them in England? Probably. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Ask your mum. I don't know. Anyway, right, so we're going to be talking
I just
to
wasn't ready for Ask Your Mom.
We're going to be talking to this mysterious voice. We don't know what it is, but it seems to be somewhat of like an elaborate, maybe mechanical voice that's part of this spaceship, or somebody actually calling into us. We don't know. However, there is a few things that we're going to be doing first and foremost. Is that we got to try to kind of like get things prepared for the base so that we can actually kind of leave and actually, you know, get some materials so that we don't lose out on the living things, because, you know, this space is not exactly well equipped. We've got to try to look after ourselves. So yeah, we got to try to get some metals. So now that we've actually got 60 metals with a total of 150, we've got to build a singular workshop. Nope, no, we're not. We're going to be doing some speedrun tech almost immediately. I'll tell you now. So, look, I was trying to find a kind way of saying it. So I just said, ask your mum, okay? Anyway, so instead of building one workshop, we're going to be building 3 for the main reason that we want to try to exhaust all of our metals immediately. Once we've built all 3 of the workshops and an elevator, and built a scanner, that is 0. We need to build a scanner because that is important for the next thing. So, also yes, the mining animation is wild because it is speeding up time. So what happens when you speed up time? That's mining.
That was a sound effect, because for me, your camera is on a delay, but just hearing that with no context at all in terms of like your visual, I could only imagine what you looked like in that moment. Oh my goodness.
Brilliant.
I mean, for all I knew, you put your finger to your lips and just going...
I shook
Which
my
is
head
kind of how we
rapidly.
feel at this hour in the morning for you.
I mean, I am loopy as always, and that's it, regardless of the time that it is. It just heightens it even more. Right, so the main reason that we want to exhaust all of the metals is that we want to try to get all of the metals in this deposit area. So we get like the different deposit areas of different materials like metals, minerals, organics, and rubidium, which we'll be coming up to very soon. And the reason that we're doing that as well is that once we pick up the rubidium, that will give us a hefty amount of our storage. So you can see in the bottom middle that it says storage, and we have our current total of 480. When we start building a mining outpost and accruing new pylons in order to be able to connect the mining outpost to the base, that is actually going to exceed the storage past the 480, which is then going to be able to give us the small storage, because we've exceeded storage space. Normally, you'd only be able to get it if you're kind of like trying to mine something and you can't fulfill the full amount. Then it's just like, oh, wait, nope, sorry, you need more storage. So this is kind of like a speedrun way of being able to get that small storage without having to do that. Right, this is rubidium. This is immensely important towards the whole game. So I'll give a very brief explanation now, but it gets more explained as we go through. This rubidium is used to make things.
So the useless.
Moving on. No, I'm kidding, by the way. So the rubidium is actually going to be used in order to be able to make the altars later. But there's more consequences for the rubidium. It's not just as easy as, oh, hey, this is a new material. This is all fine. Not yet. How do I keep my beard so lovely? I should really look after it more. That, I hope, answers your question. I just trim. All right, so I know exactly where this organic space is. I've got to wait for this little thing in the top right to pop up. That is a good cue for when the mining outpost comes through. Then we're going to go and get the pylons, and we're going to start connecting almost immediately. Pressing escape quickly so that we can get down without having the pylon ready to be put down straight away, because we wanted to get that little organics on the side, because the organics is exactly what we're going to be needing in order to be able to leave from the prologue into Journey 1. Yes, Journey 1. So there's a lot to unpack super quickly, so I'm going to try to talk about what the base of the game is. the structure of this game is prologue, journey, act 1, journey 2, act 2, journey 3, interlude, journey 4, act 3, and act 3 final day. So that's how we kind of like split upon the game, and that's, I hope you'll be able to catch up, and I'll be able to, it will tell you on the screen exactly what day it is, or I'll skip it, we'll find out. Right, I'm going to be doing some reorganizing here. So I'm going to get the small storage, I'm going to move the small storage around. This is a
My favorite part of every survival game, inventory, organization, montages.
This is a huge component of the game. Obviously, my base management probably isn't the best, and it could be better organized. Like, if you look at an intense run on the speedrun.com leaderboards, you can see how their base massively differs compared to mine. Like, massively differs. Like, they actually have, like, I feel like more organization, but for what I do, it's kind of like it's all in the line of the elevator, so it kind of works out, but it could be faster. Again, my run can be beaten. We need more runners.
So, what we just built was a womb, which is used for cloning, right?
Exactly, I know.
And we just cloned our first sheep.
Exactly, which is a reference to the first clone sheep of Dolly, but we call it Molly. I know, makes a lot of sense, right?
I mean, I can't wait for Polly, and I ran out of Ollie words very, very quickly, but yes.
They may want to crack her at some point during this run, but we'll find out. So, the next thing that we need to do is try to get up to... Did you only just get it, by the way?
No, I was just like, I had to internally go, Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker?
Like, I was like, I had to throw that kind of joke somewhere in there. Yeah, so we need to try to get to 250 organics. It's kind of like a sort of the best kind of amount that will help to take us over into the next act, and also for this next few bits as well, which we actually get to retain some of the organics. So we're going to be building a kitchen now. Then we're going to be going up to the kitchen to be preparing mush meals. Delicious mush. 6 of them, to be precise. Why everybody wants to live on mush beats me, but it's cheap and easy to make. It's almost like...
It's efficient.
It's almost like, what's it called again? Spam. Not the junk mail, the other one.
I've heard really good things about, like, fried spam. Like, I've heard very good things about fried spam.
It is actually pretty good, I won't lie. So, we're trying to leave. We've obviously got enough organics, but as you can tell, this base is not well equipped and is breaking down completely. So I forgot to do the thing. I was going to turn on the auto radiation filters and I forgot, and it's broken. So I've got to try to do that afterwards. So after that, the mysterious voice talks to us again. It's like, hey, go to the quantum computer because we need to check how the data consistency is. But it's weird because inside of the data, like the quantum computer, is this big sort of like tree. Like this, like the pathway, like a linear kind of like pathway of life. Internally in the game is called the Tree of Life. I don't know if it's actually called the Tree of Life itself, but that's what it is called. And we can actually use this quantum computer now in order to be able to alter the mind records that the quantum computer holds in order to be able to branch a point of our data records and create a different version of ourselves. The alters, I hope you're catching up because we're about to make our first alter. It is the technician because, hey, who else can fix this this mobile base? We can't. We have no knowledge apart from somebody who might know, which is the technician. Ergo, technician. There we go. I hope I've explained it. Okay, so technician's kind of like, why did you make me? Who are you? Wait, you're me, but I'm you. But this doesn't make sense. And they're heavily sedated when they wake up, so they're just kind of like getting used to being freshly alive. And they do eventually help us begrudgingly. And I can do the thing now. There we go. Auto load filters, perfect. And now we have enough organics, and now we can effectively leave towards the next part of our journey and collect all the things that it does. We need to make sure we have enough storage space so that we can automatically collect all the things that we've laid out on the map, and we're good to go. I'm gonna have some water. It's a lot to talk about.
It seems like a good idea. Oh yeah, no, this is a lot of info at the very beginning of the run. Like, you do have to maintain the mental health of your altar and keep them happy, because they do have a chance of deferring and rebelling. It is a major mechanic of the game. Because I mean, imagine that figuring out that you're a clone of somebody else and having an identity crisis probably doesn't lead to immediate happiness.
You can see all of that negative energy coming out of him right now. I think that's very poignant. Oh yeah, I need to do this thing as well. So I can't do this thing right now. Anyway, I'll talk about that in a second. So obviously I made those 3 workshops earlier on. That was to retain. I forgot to craft the repair kit after I scheduled it, didn't I? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Anyway, we wanted to try to retain some of the metals that we had used within the base for the next for the next act. So by making those 3 workshops and depleting it to 0, when we remove them, we get the metals back. So that way we can actually start to build things earlier than we should do, basically. I'm sure that makes sense. Right, so we're going to be talking with somebody called Lucas. Now, Lucas is an employee at the space station, and they're checking in with us to see how everything's going, and then they're just like, oh, yeah, things aren't going too well. Whoopsie daisy. So, I mean, we're going to try to help you out. We're going to try to get you rescued. But by the way, why don't you check in a little bit more about the, about the mind wreckers? Because maybe you can actually, can you, thank you. Can you, Jesus. If you can find out a little bit more about their path of life, then maybe you can actually associate with them a little bit more. So we're talking a little bit about how we stood up to Dad, that we were a bit of a coward, how we went to college, and you know what? I love my favorite food that we used to cook with Mum, those good old Mum famous pierogies. Though, wouldn't you know, we can make pierogies. It's not exactly the same. It's kind of made with beer and starch or whatever it is, but you know what? They're happy, they get to reminisce, the emotions and the mood go up, the status goes up, so that way when we go into Act 1, they're feeling a little bit better. We're kind of actually making amends, basically. And again, the mental health is very important, and your mental health is important, so make sure you're taking care of yourself, hydrate, drink. That's the same thing.
I actually quite like pierogies. Nico, have you ever had pierogies?
I've never had pierogies. Since I've been playing this game, I've been more and more curious. However, I don't know anywhere near me that does it. It sucks. Also, this is our ex-wife, just to cut the mood a little bit sour. So they realize that we're alive from this, the crash of the expedition. They're trying to check in on us to try to see just how we are, and they heard on the grapevine that we've actually managed to find Rapidium, and they kind of want to know what we're going to do with it, but we're just hey, we want to survive first, and maybe we'll talk about it later. Act 1. Thank you, my notes. Remind Nico to create the scientist altar. Thank you, past Nico. So, creating altars in a timely manner is immensely important to this run. Obviously, I may forget at times. I may be very off script. It's a live speedrun. I'm talking as I'm doing it as well. Is
this your first showcase run of this?
It is my first showcase run of this. It is. It's my first time talking.
I had a feeling
that tonight's gonna be a good night. Sorry.
It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute. Is this related to the run or what I just said?
That's just me casually referencing Black Eyed Peas. I don't know. Right, I'm doing a thing now.
You're good.
There we go. So I'm going to right-click on this one. Right-click on this one. I want to make sure that it's to the left of the command center. I'm going to go to assignments. I'm going to put the technician onto the workshop. We're going to get a Vetera drill. We're going to get a pylon component. And we're leaving. First thing we're doing, once we're outside, we're going to get the pylons, and we're going to be connecting the pylons over towards this little gap here. This is where the mobile base is going to try to go over towards in the first place, but obviously, as you can tell, there's a big chasm in the way, so there's not much we can do. We're going to try to get full mining of this organics, so we can get to up to 150, and we're going to be heading over to these little metal deposits over here. Once we start to get enough, we're going to be trying to get another mining outpost, some more pylons, and eventually we want to try to get the climbing hook. So all of this is insanely important. It's immensely important towards what we need to do. So I'm going to do another pylon outpost right now. Piling output, whatever. Pylon components.
I see something here in bold. Aim towards the overview of new area to figure out the next path to get out.
Correct.
And this is important as the technician will gain a new dialogue choice so that when the scientist that we'll be creating is created, will unlock a particular mission research.
That's correct. So that point is going to be just a little bit up this way, because we're going to be getting a little bit of a cutscene where it's just like, oh, we've actually got the big overview of this whole location, and it's a little bit treacherous. So we really have to kind of like figure out the best routing for how we can actually get out of here. And obviously the technician, they know a few ways of how we can get about it, and then they do convert with another one of the altars, which we are going to be making soon in the best way of doing it. I think we should have the drill ready. Yes, we got the drill ready. I'm going to be picking up some loose rupidium as well. So each altar that we do make does cost 20 rupidium. So I want to get just at least over 20 for now. Then we're going to be going directly back to the base when it gets to a point where the altar is now ready. And then we're going to get them immediately active. I need a green line. Is it connected? No. See, I've done this too many times and I made too many of the same mistakes. I'm just like, has it made it? I don't think so. There we go. There we go. Now we see the line. So the next important part about it is that, like, you saw that we scanned the area earlier on so that we could actually figure out where to put the outpost. That's another part of this game as well. And this part here is actually RNG. The position of where these outposts from Act 1 onwards is never the same. Obviously, there's a few kind of like set locations where they could be, but they sometimes like marginally change a little bit. So you do have to be kind of like conscious. Like if it's not in one place, it's probably going to be in the other place. But it takes like a very, very quick mind in order to be able to figure that out pronto, if you know what I mean. I'm going to set this one up here.
Also, I'm assuming these pylons need to have line of sight from the previous one. Is that right?
It's not so, well, it's kind of line of sight, yes, but we basically see that kind of like that number ticking down. That is the amount of like connection that it has before it's completely unreachable. We actually do get some more. Oh, do I have enough? Okay, so this is something that I can do. I'm going to right click on this to get rid of it, and then we're going to have enough for a travel pylon. This travel pylon allows us to go directly back to the base, and now we can do the altar wake up inside of the womb. So here we go. Scientist wake up. Lots of conversation with this guy. He's very smart and very pretentious. I was going to say aren't most scientists, but now you got some lovely scientists in the world who are absolutely wonderful. Just guys, just a little bit pretentious. Anyway, and we're going to tell him to get to work straight away because we're going to try to build him a research lab, which we don't have enough metals, which we will soon. So we're going to get him onto the rupidium outpost right now. And as soon as we get those extra metals, get him back over after we've gone back over to the base to wait. Do I have enough? I think it's 40 for it. So I'm going to go to here. There is a little metal outpost here that I can do. So I'm going to just get a little bit. Bosh, that's enough. Okay, so now that we've got enough, we did waste an hour, unfortunately, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to go back to the base. And we're going to go...
Not the end of the world, despite the fact that we are cloning ourselves in, you know, following up a very near lethal crash.
Exactly. It's just a normal way of life, isn't it? Okay, so cheaper batteries is super important to start this off because we are going to be needing that for later, which then unlocks not only the cheaper batteries, but cheaper climbing down the road, which is very important for Act 2. I'll have you know, I've lost quite a few runs because I'm just like, ah, great, it didn't work. Oh no, I failed. Oh no, I forgot to craft this thing and do this thing. So again, it happens, but I'm doing this in such a particular fashion that means I'll be able to actually do a lot within the first day. It's nice to be able to get as much done so that makes the rest of the days a little bit more freer to just like mine and just like, you know, farm the rest of the materials. So I might just be able to even do this one here. Let's see what the time is. 8 o'clock is our limit before the radiation will start to kind of say like, hey, you might want to pack up shop because radiation is going to hit in about an hour. Then when it hits 9 o'clock, radiation fills up your gauge rapidly, which is that little yellow thing near the bottom left, which I just took some radiation, go me, because I hit the anomaly there. Anomalies are another major component of the game, which we'll get to a little bit later on. Now, this is one of the spots. It's not here. I could set a scan wave, but that does take battery. So I want to use the battery for potentially climbing up here in a second, which I am about to do because it's not there either. This is what I mentioned about the RNG as well, is being able to know if it's not in one spot, it's in the other spot, which is probably over here. It's not over here. Okay. Well, just my luck. Ah, there it is. Okay, so, and we had enough. We built that other pylon outpost a little bit later on. Earlier on, which meant that we were able to get that. That means I could probably put another mining outpost, more pylons. We want repair kits, and we will need some more radiation filters later, but it's not important for the first few days. We're going to be getting a... it's too late. I can't do that bit now. Okay, so we want to go a little bit further over that way and put a travel pylon over there. Because we set up those 2 pylons earlier on, that's what allows us to be able to get to that kind of quickly and actually set that travel pylon. Because there is going to be some importance for later on when we're going to be crafting something called Illuminator. I'll get to that later. Not too much of importance right now, but because I don't have enough battery anymore, which I probably do have. I did have a suit battery. I could have used it, but I do want to be able to retain it a tiny bit, if that makes sense. So what was I going to do? So yeah, we're going to go to the Rapidium outpost because it it doesn't cost any battery life to get up to this little spot here, and we should be good to go from this point. Again, lot to unpack even early into the beginning of Act 1, and yes, it is on Game Pass as well, so anybody who wants to get involved, you know, why not join along? Next phone call. Lucas. So they're just like, hey, give me time. We're trying to figure out a solution. Stop pestering me. And that's pretty much it. And Lucas does care about our altars because they're fascinated with the fact that we were able to make these altars in the first place, and kind of gives us the idea that maybe we could do a little bit more. Oh, yeah.
I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird.
I love that conversation so much. I'm also Jan. Wait a second. The conversations between all of the authors are really, really captively done as well. Like, they really have, as I said earlier on, given each one so much personality, and even the conversations between the authors in the kind of like the NPC moments, it's still amazing, like genuinely. Right. I need to talk to the technician first. As Amber mentioned earlier on, by talking to the technician now, that will unlock the new research that is going to be super important for this whole bit, which is basically researching how we're going to cross the lava river in the first place. And also, because we got that little qubit chip earlier on, which I forgot to craft, it's fine. We're going to craft that momentarily. That is going to be able to upgrade the quantum computer, which is also going to give us a lot of new things. I also forgot to create an altar. I'm terrible. Okay, so... one second, I'm just going to get through this conversation. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't hear too much of Alex Jordan talking during these little segments. We want to get through the conversations as quickly as possible. This is what I forgot. If you do the altar generation at the end of the night, they will be active in the morning. That means I will have to wait another day or the sequential amount of time until the altar wakes up. It happens, but that's something that you need to remember is like optimal timing for making... Oh yeah, I can't make it. I need to get minerals. Oh yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. So what I'm going to do is something called upholding, which is holding the middle mouse click, put it at the top. Once we have enough materials, it's going to automatically take everything out that we need for it and get ready to create it. So I think I just need the minerals up to 20. So I can go to production. I can have a look. See, I need more metals. Well, damn. Okay, so I'm going to mine a few more minerals whilst we kind of get a few more things made, which we can see from the metals that things are being made there. We should have some more travel pylons, well, some pylons now. So, as I mentioned, I wanted to see how many pylons I had before I went over towards the other side of that lava chasm. And Conkill, very nice sub, by the way, giving it to Alex Jordan. Of course. Like, I mean, I would have been a bit sad if he didn't. It totally deserves a sub. We're going to go over to this little bit here. There's another little metal outpost here. So on the map, there is a good amount of deposits so that you can actually you won't even need to mine. You can just use those deposits. We do exactly that for Act 2 because there is enough rupidium that we need. Okay. Oh, yeah. Setting up the thing now, so that's good. We've got the cheaper batteries. I'm going to set non-metal efficiency as well because we are going to be getting a lot of things. Inside of that chest, we do get... Wait. I need one more mining outpost. Yes. We need some more suit batteries. That's fine. Okay. It's so rapid. Again, it's so hard to explain. It's so hard to do things at the same time, but...
There's a lot going on here, and I'm genuinely impressed that, like, you've only forgotten the things that you have forgotten so far, rather than, like, this is your first showcase of this game. This game is 2 months old at best. And I'm genuinely impressed by the amount of information that you're condensing into the last 30 minutes.
It's again, I could go on and on and on. I think I might have to do a literal written script of a speedrun where like everything is so defined. I mean, you know what? That make good content. I'm going to do that soon. All right, cool. That makes for good fun YouTube commentary as well. So yeah. Right, I'm going to try to do this then. It's going to be super risky. So as we mentioned, it's going to hit 8 o'clock. That is worry time. We're going to try to make the enriched metal outpost. Now, what is an enriched metal outpost? I'll have you know, it is metal plus basically. So you do get metals whilst it goes through as well, but you also get the enriched metals. The enriched metals you can refine into metals. But you need to make a refinery in order to do that and get another altar to be on the refinery to then make the metals. It is a huge help, so it means you don't have to constantly, like, you know, rely on just a mining outpost. Wait. You know, this is the first time I'm going to use a scan wave. Okay, so it is over here somewhere. Further over. I thought I scanned this bit. Okay, it's just here. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm talking about. I knew it was going to be in a location, but if I'm just unsure, just a quick scan wave will help make it work. And because the radiation is starting to pick up, I'm now going to go immediately back towards the base. And we're going to be listening to our next Funicole. So,
what if we don't make it in time to escape the sun?
Oh, first I'll talk to the scientist. What's up, buddy? Made a curious discovery. It's about the, I think it was about the anomalies, maybe. Oh, no, this one's about the anomalies. I don't know what about the other one was for. That's fine. It's almost like I know every single conversation in this game.
Hello?
I don't. Yeah. Right, this is Maxwell. He's, I think this, I might be wrong. He might be like the CEO or some kind of like integration of the board of Alloy Corp. And they're immensely impressed that we managed to get rupidium. Hold on, I think I actually wrote something about this. Yeah, very excited that we found rupidium and we wanted to bring rupidium back undocumented, so the board doesn't know, the corporation doesn't know, so that Maxwell can do some evil experiments and stuff like that. I mean, maybe the experiments, we'll find out later. And now we're going to be getting the refiner. I think this is the refiner. Yeah, the refiner. So this is something I should mention as well. So people whose job title are very specific, they get a little, like an extra boost if they are in their thing. So if the refiner auto is in the refiner, then they're going to be speedy on the refinery. So it's very, very good. Is there anything else I can build right now? I'm going to build a small storage.
I know you have to work towards the rupidium arc, which is like 100 rupidium, 100 organics, and 120 rupidium. Is it 220 total rupidium?
220.
Or is rupidium here twice?
100 metal.
100 metal. Okay, so it's 100 metal, 100 organics, 120 rupidium.
That's the one. So that Cuba chip that we made earlier on, it automatically made, so we were able to go to the quantum computer in order to be able to upgrade it to we get the third altar technically of the worker. The worker, as you can guess, is great in the workshop. So we're going to be trying to put them there as much as we can. End the day, drink water. Pepsi for TV game. Wait, wrong franchise.
Also build your Luminator.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be a little bit later on because we will need to research the integral analysis, which we haven't actually fully acknowledged yet.
Okay.
How many mining outposts do I have now? Let's have a look. See, we don't have any. So, oh yeah, okay. So this is another annoying component of the game. Sometimes tempers clash. Tempers clash. So we have to agree to disagree, and we're basically saying, just shut up and listen. We need to save resources. That's our decision anyway. So I have just decided against it, and it keeps them quiet. And this is the very first instance of where emotions are important. If you don't cater to somebody's mental health and their emotions, they can get angry. If you don't talk to them whilst they're angry, they can get angrier and angrier and angrier. That little bit there where it said like, hey, it seems like you're angry. That's a clear-cut sign. Oh, yes. I didn't make the thing with Jiggy yet. Okay, okay, so they've done everything. I'm gonna make another radiation filter. Research. Okay, so that's about 6 hours left. Gonna try to get as much metals as I can now because we still need to build a lot more things. Yeah, sure. Go to the repeating outpost. We did build that small storage earlier on, so that does actually allow us to get a few more materials, which is nice. Again, you can keep a track of it in the bottom middle. It is... Ooh. Okay, immediately I'm going to change over to research. We're going to be moving over to cheaper climbing. That is, again, immensely important. Base expansion is next. And I'll talk about that why in just a second, but... Once a mission research is done, we then need to go over to the scientist who's going to basically fill us in and say, like, okay, this is what I need, this is what you need to do, or this is who you need to talk to. And let me see if I can see what I wrote about it. Not quickly enough. Oh, well. But the scientist is basically saying, okay, so we need to get the bridge anchors in order to be able to make this because, hey, bridge anchors is good. We now need to obviously get the right amount of rubidium, the metals and the organics in order to be able to build the... Oh, yeah, over here. I may have enough to get the... Oh, why am I back here? I wanted to go outside of it. I need to get the organics now. So yes, we do have enough to be able to build the organics outpost, and that's all of the mining outposts that you need to build in this this first act anyway. So we will only be able to have like 4 altars during Act 1. Once you get into Act 2, you'll be able to get 6. You know, total, including me, and we'll be able to try to utilize all of them like perfectly for individual situations, especially given like, I don't know, like, you know, pressing circumstances of we need certain metals or we need a certain amount of minerals or whatever it is. It all becomes like immensely important for the specific notions that the game is asking us at that time. Right, so we're going to connect this here. There are a few loose organics around the way, and we needed to get, what's it, like 100 organics?
It's 100 organics. I'm seeing for the this is the rubidium arc, right?
Yes, we're onto that that line of passage now. So as I mentioned earlier on, you can go towards 9 before the radiation actually starts. So I'm going to do that just to get a little bit extra. But anytime you go over 8 o'clock, it doubles how much time it actually takes to build something. So, or like, you know, mine something. So you don't really want to be doing too much after 8 o'clock, but if you have to, you have to, if you know what I mean. The latest that you can do things up to is till 4 a.m., but the later you go, the later you wake up. As is true to real life as well. As somebody who is a bit of an insomniac, I wake up at all different times because I'm just like, oh, speedrunning till 6 a.m. Oh, wait, it's 2 p.m. the next day, so yay. Refiner...
Oh, God, I know that feeling.
Sorry, I just said an exact mood to all the people in the chat who are well-versed in that. Yay. Yeah, so let's go get the emotions of everybody up. This is the first time that we've spoken to the refiner. We're just checking in to see how they're feeling. You know, are they getting themselves cozy, comfy, Technician's still a little bit angry with us. They still need a dormitory. We've not even given them living quarters yet. I feel bad about it.
I'm thinking of
But
all
again,
that
metals are
decent food
important.
I'll never eat
It's super
again.
important.
We gotta go fast.
Exactly. So we are so close in order towards the Rapidium Arc. The Rapidium Arc is basically the next flag point for which the game starts to continue. So if we just weren't reaching it, the game literally wouldn't continue. So we have to be able to build it. So we've got oh wait, I think it's 30 metals actually. I might have even messed up again in that. It's not 100 metals. So I need to get some more Rapidium, which I think somebody is already on the Rapidium outpost. I just need to get more organics. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at the technician's face. He's angry. He's gonna complain about the thing.
You want me to help with that?
You know what? Sure, why not, mate? Where are I? Oh god, he's at the Rapidium outpost. Oh no. Get your butt back in here. Actually, I'll put you in the workshop for a second, and I might get another pylon outpost just because why not, really? And get a repair kit as well. So, technicians are already at a workshop, really? It couldn't be that quick. Yeah, I knew it wasn't that quick. He's still on his way to the airlock. There you are, buddy. All right. So he's going to complain like, I'm fed up and tired. You promised me a dormitory, and you have to deal with the sheep getting better accommodation than I will ever get. What is this? Favoritism for animals over humans, or humans? Anyway, it's fine. So we are getting close towards a Rapidium. Imagine. Anyway, I forgot to assign somebody to the Rapidium. So whilst we're at it, we're going to go to base expansion. As I mentioned earlier on, the base expansion is very, 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 very important towards being able to actually leave into the next area, because you need a certain amount of organics in order to leave. If you are putting loads of different modules into your base, then it's going to be able to, it's just basically going to say, nope, 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 no, not, you're not allowed. You exceed the limitation of what you can literally leave with. So that's the biggest stress, basically. I don't have enough metals. Are you kidding me? Just at the end of it all. I've got enough Rapidium now, but I now don't have enough metals. So next day it is. It's okay. It's fine. Okay. Refiner wants to talk to us. Where are you? Okay, I'll talk to the worker for a second. Now I'm wondering how my estimate's going to be. I think I might still be able to get around the 230, but we are very much behind my world record pace. I mean, I don't even need to say that.
I mean, your world record is where you're able to lock in and just kind of hyper focus on what you're doing.
Absolutely.
While not having to necessarily distill everything going on to the audience.
Oh my god, the amount of just locked in concentration when I have when I'm doing these runs is wild. I think it was like literally a day before I actually got the world record. I think I was in my Discord server with my community, running the game constantly for about 12 hours. And I think there is a community member in my chat who can attest to that. They were hanging out with me till the very late as well. Well, they were in the US, so it's fine. But for me, it was very late. And they can attest how many runs that I went through that I was being very critical about. If I did not one thing wrong, that's it. Scrapped run, I'm out. So there was a lot of attempts. I mean, so many attempts. I've up to 73 total attempts with 10 completed runs.
Ow. That
kind of tells you how strict I am being about this run now. So it's fun. It's really fun.
In a game that has to juggle and maintain this many resources and also has the mechanics that this game does, I can imagine that when you realize that a run is just not going the right way, it is, especially with a run as long as this, it is usually better to just kind of rather than try to complete it, it's usually better to just kind of let it go.
Exactly.
At least when you're doing PB attempts. If you're trying to like figure out a showcase, and this is a piece of advice I'll give to anyone who wants to run a showcase run. Do no resets to understand, like the biggest thing you need to know as a speedrunner, especially when you want to be a showcase runner, is know your backups. Know how to adapt to situations like what Nico's going through right now, like where he is, he forgets a few things, or he's not getting enough materials, or tempers decide to flare between altars, and he has to go mediating, which loses his time.
He's just staring off in the wrong direction. That's just a quirk. It's fine. I'm sorry, please continue.
Oh, no, by all means, like, basically, what I was getting to is just learn your backups, get used to no resets, especially when you're learning a run for the first time. Like, it is a lot better to get used to full game runs and completing runs and, working towards being able to explain it as you're going, rather than constantly resetting. But constantly resetting when you're doing PB attempts does give you more attempts per, session.
Yeah.
So it's a balance you got to strike. If you're a showcase showrunner like I usually am, I just tend to focus on no resets unless something goes so belly up that it's just unsalvageable.
No, like I say, I'm pretty much with you there as well. Oh, cheaper time's done. So I'm now going to be doing base expansion again. So so now we've got the research. So we're going to talk about what we just missed there. First and foremost, before I do that, in the enriched metal area, that is highly radiated area, so you want to be careful for how much you are doing. Wait, what am I doing? Dormitory! That's the one, okay.
Yes.
Dormitory. So now the technician has finally stopped being angry, thank goodness for that, and we can actually have a civil conversation. What a concept. I'm going to do this. No, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign technician, because screw the technician, and I'm going to go over to the minerals. He's been very mad about, you didn't give me a dormitory. Give me time, please. I'm, doing things. So he can get radiated. Screw you.
Oh, my God.
Look, I mean business when it comes to this game. Don't you test me, technicians. All right, it is getting late now, so I do need to move over back to the base. So we got a few more. Things. We got 180 something minerals, which will be important for later. We got a good amount of organics. We could probably do a few more things. Why are you still out? It's past 8 p.m. Technician, get your butt back here.
So
I'm gonna pull him back right now. Why are you still out there? You're just getting yourself more radiated past the allotted time.
Rid of you.
You can't get rid of me. I can't get rid of you being out there. How dare you, technician? All right. There we go. We built him a dormitory. He's so happy. Anyway, what else can we build whilst we're at it? Infirmary, important. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. We will. Not yet. I'm going to build another small storage if that's the case. Cool. So, we're at a point now where we technically can expand the base. I don't know why I said it like that. I figured my brain was thinking, how much metals do I have? Because I technically could expand the base now. The expansion base is once we upgrade the quantum computer. No, we can't. We still need to research the thing. Don't mind me. We still need to get more stuff. I forgot to take a phone call, but that's not too important. Very soon as well, we don't need to do any more calls. And I think this is basically going to be the biggest point where we don't need to do any more calls. Because taking phone calls is slow. It eats up your time. Let me think what I need to do now. Okay, so here's one thing I forgot to do earlier on, which has not been too important because we had enough food for a while. I'm going to uphold 20 meals so that it's a good amount that will last us for you. Oh, come on. Production. Oh, come on. I need metals. Oh, come on. The technician. Go on. We can have 20 meals. If anybody can get to the kitchen, myself, or if we assign anybody to the kitchen, they can create the right amount of meals. We obviously still need to be making sure that all the that we are, we're mining a good amount of materials back, so that we can actually keep that kind of a good float up. We need radiation filters, so I'm going to get that done now. You are in the workshop worker. Yes. Rupidium, that's fine for the meantime. All right. I think that's as much as I can do for right now. So I'm going to farm a few more Rupidium quickly. Just trying to get my brain adjusted here.
Also something great about watching you make meals and watching the altars wander about like Sims on speed up mode.
I love that so much too. Yeah, we got that's what we need to do. We need to get a refinery. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the enriched metals quickly. We don't have enough metals right now, but I could probably try to get a few more. I think it's 40 metals I need, which I think is just sufficeable. Possibly, but possibly okay. Possibly. I'll talk to the scientists as well. So we're going to do that momentarily after I've done this.
Never thought it.
Refinery, perfect. So we're going to place that just here. Then we're going to go to production, refinery, then uphold this to infinite, so that if anybody is in a refinery, and whilst we are accruing metals, it is constantly giving us even more metals, like 2 times the metals, whilst we're getting in and then spinning back out, basically. So now that we've researched everything and we got the blueprints, we did all the things, we can give it to the scientists, and now we can start to make the bridge anchors, which is the thing that we need to leave in the first place. Let's go to the dormitory and talk to the worker, just to get that emotional boost. What's that? What? Look at me! Lock eyes, buddy. All right.
Look at me when I'm speaking to you.
It's so funny when they just don't look at you. I know it's a quirk of the game, but it always makes me funny when I'm just like, I'm mashing through so quick. It's like, oh, he wasn't even, was I even talking to you, or was I talking to the back of your head, mate? Oh, come on. There has been times where I've talked to the back of somebody's head. I'm just like, wow, I felt that, mate. Right, more conversation. Scientists, what's up? Let's have a look-see. So yeah, get the bridge anchors done, then we're good to go from that point. I think we're getting close towards the base expansion done. And once the base expansion is done, I'm then going to start the integral analysis research. So let's have a look-see. I can queue it up now. So the integral analysis tool is what we're going to be using in order to be able to get the illuminator. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Amazing. That's all the polymers we need. And we're going to go to production, and we're going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, uphold, because we need to make 4 bridge anchors. And now we need to start getting metals massively, because we've already got all of the organics, all of the minerals that we need. And now it's just the metals against the polymers that we're going to be needing to craft. So,
Want me to take care of this now?
Radiation filter, that's pretty much all we need. Sure. Amber, could you tell the people how many of your like minerals and metals and all the stuff I need to do for the whole bridge anchor sort of stuff?
For the bridge crossing, we need 20 organics, 20 minerals to build 20 polymers, and then to build all 4 needed for the lava crossing, you require a total of 80 metals and 80 polymers. Which I think if I do the math there, so you need 80 polymers, and they each cost what? 1 organic and 1 mineral each, right?
Basically, yes, basically. So
okay.
Again, it's maths. It's a maths game as well. Oh no!
So, oh god. Oh god, math. So we've got 80 organics, 80 minerals to be able to build the 80 polymers. Or, yeah, and then you need a total of 80 metals on top of those 80 polymers. Okay.
Exactly.
So in total, 80 organics, 80 minerals, 80 metals, because, you know, that's the raw materials we need here.
Exactly. So
I'm sitting here in my Minecraft era, like, okay, what are my raw materials to craft into these crafted materials for this build I'm doing?
Hey dog, I heard you like materials, so I put materials in your materials so you can material whilst you material. Did I get it right?
Yes.
It's
like, all right, how many diamonds do I need to turn into this thing here? I need 50 of this thing. How many diamonds does that translate to?
Something I just did there. Sleeping early, huge part of Act 2 actually, because everybody else is going to be getting all the materials and stuff whilst you're napping, so that's fine. But it just helps to like spur things onwards a little bit more, so that you can just like wake up, you've got the right amount of materials, do your thing basically. I'm gonna try to get, let's have a look, see, assignments. I forgot to put the refiner in the refinery, so like we've been dilly-dallying for ages. That's bad. I'm gonna put you here. Okay, cool, so this should be good. I'm keeping an eye on my storage because we want to get to 60 metals. And good. Okay, we can do another research whilst we're at it as well. We're going to be getting the hub pylon now. All right, so we're going to be upgrading the base because all your base up belong to us. So happy we've got to make that reference. And we're going to be able to get more organic space. So let's do that. So it gives us 150 more organics tank. So that way we now have 450, so that we'll have a comfortable amount of organics to be able to farm and also to be able to leave with. We still are lacking the storage space, but we will be able to make some more storage space soon. As long as we get the right amount of metals. So I think if we get another 30 metals, then we should be able to do it. Give me, oh yes, building the bridge anchors. Okay, so what we can do now actually is I'm going to put one of the bridge anchors down. I lied. I'm not going to.
Place the bridge anchors.
Oh, come on. Let me do my thing. We've got a lot of enriched metals. I can get rid of a few. That's fine. Okay, research lab. So, after talking to the scientist now, he's going to be able to say, here is my brand new invention. Oh, it's the illuminator. So, we're going to be able to get, with the illuminator, the sort of little like glowy thing on that side of the rock earlier on. That is part of the integral vein that is on this planet. And the integral vein is going to be able to, if we chase it down, give us a planetary sample, which we can use within the upgradey, sort of like the researchy bit to get exclusive kind of like unlocks. Well, I'll say not really exclusive unlocks, but like a tree where it requires you to have a planetary sample to do, if that makes sense. So we are going to queue that up momentarily. I'm going to get to the metals first. Figure out what I need to do. We need to get to 30 metals, but it does make me... Oh, we need to get something in the workshop. Worker, go there, please. Because otherwise we're not making the bridge anchors in the first place. That's fine. Okay, so 30 metals. Nope, I lied. 30 metals, please. I lied. 30 metals, please. It's because it's the upholded bridge anchors, if you know what I mean. So that makes sense why we're not getting any, but come on, let me... 30 metals, quickly. Don't let it go away. Don't let it go away. Don't let it go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. You better stay. You better stay. I swear it. Build. Small storage. There we go. Everything's fine in the world now. Okay. For the meantime, I'm going to try to get as much organics as I can to go, just so that we got a good amount. We've got more time to do more of this stuff here. So I'm going to build a medium storage so we can replace some of the small storages and effectively get more space out of it as well. Okay, scientist, what's up, buddy? What's up? I'm doing things for you. Stop pressuring me. Refiner, you want to talk as well? God, again, it's so fast-paced. Okay, so we made some dumbbells from earlier on. So he's very happy. Emotional boost. I need to put the illuminator in as well. We got enough, so I'm going to put that right there. And you know what? Where did you go? A dormitory. I'm going to craft that myself, actually, just because... saves a little bit of time. I can take it into the next day. We can start that process of getting that planetary sample. Oh yeah, okay. So here you can have some kind of like in-game challenges that the authors can set you. So the scientists have just basically asked, hey, let's do crunch time, and if you do crunch time, I'll be happy. Weirdly enough, he actually gets a bit more of an emotional boost out of it if we don't complete it, because he's like, you know what, it's fine. I'll just work harder, per se. You know, like, I'll just entrust everybody and I'll work a little bit harder. I don't know how that works, but still. All right, emotional lift for the worker as well. Now we're going to go over to the workshop and we're going to start to... I don't get it. Sometimes they, like... Sometimes they're like, it's after 8 o'clock. They should have stopped work, but they're still working. So while somebody is assigned to their assigned job, you can't interfere with them, if that makes sense. So that's why I was not able to press E and start to make the thing. So is it made? No, it's not, because I can see the amount of uploaded materials that are going to be used. And only half an hour left. Perfect. And I could take over making the bridge anchor, but I'm not going to. Really accessible speedrun? Honestly, Adam, yeah. I really feel like this could be an accessible speedrun. Like, there is a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of, like, you know, you have to kind of decide in the moment against the RNG as well. So it is a very adaptable run as well, more than, I'd say, hopefully accessible as well. I haven't looked too much into the accessibility.
Looks like real low on radiation filters.
Okay, I'll build some radiation filters. 1 second. Oh yeah, we had none.
So it's also worth noting to chat that this is a very new game. It's only about 2 months old.
Oh, yeah.
So the speedrun, the community is very, very small. There's like 3 or 4 runners.
I haven't even made a Discord yet.
They are looking for more folks.
I haven't.
Yeah, there's no
yeah.
community Discord yet. Like, we have the SRC page. That's about it. And we're going to be looking for more runners, more community members. Even if you don't want to be a runner, but you're interested in routing small portions or finding optimizations, a game like this that is very focused on crafting is very much like something that would benefit from just players who are skilled at this type of game. It doesn't have to be someone who wants to speed run the whole thing. It's like you could have no interest in speedrunning, but still be able to contribute a lot of mechanical knowledge to the game.
I mean, if people
or to the development of the speedrun.
If people want me to make a Discord for it and you lot can start to like share your thoughts and feelings, please let me know, because I would be happy to do it. Albeit my time is pretty much non-existent nowadays, but I'll be more than happy to get it all set up. It's just like, you know, I struggle to manage my own time at the moment. Okay, so we have enough bridge anchors, so we technically can leave. But before we go, we're going to be doing that intro vein stuff. So let's go over to the other side, which is just over here. So again, we set up that lovely teleport thing here. And we should have enough in order to be able to do the medium storage and actually make one. So that's good. Righto. So following the intro vein, I think have I been misspelling it in the docs? Probably. Right, we're going to get this one here. So we want to scan... Ow, how dare you. So those anomalies here, these little orby things, and I can't believe I just called them an orby thing. Anyway, they can, when you get close to it, it starts to like trail closer towards you. So you do need to be careful that you're not, you know, you're not getting too close, and that you actually do scan its, well, you do shine at its core to get rid of it and get the little ALX is what it's called inside of it. You can exchange those for like organics and metals and stuff like that, but it's not worth it during a speed run. I'll just be upfront about that. I'm gonna get a little bit more so that we just got enough time to get back. What else do I need to do? I need some more minerals before we go. I'm a bit worried because I'll say why I'm worried. Because we are a little bit behind against, like, you know, how fast we are in the speed run, we do incur something which is a magnetic storm if we are too late, because the sun is like fast approaching us, basically. My worry, not real worry, but my kind of worry is that I feel like we've hit that point where tomorrow may be the magnetic storm, which, if that is the case, means that nobody can be outside. Everyone's kind of like suffering. And, oh, okay, hold on. Technician's Angie. What's up, technician? Where'd you go? Communications room, okay. Why? Why are you going to the research lab? It's late. I thought I could talk to him. I was just chasing him for no reason. Anyway. God damn it. Oh, yeah, we can make the thing now. Okay, so next day before we go, I do want to be able to make, get as much... Let my brain think about what I want to say. Make as much... Get as many materials as I can before I leave. So I've made 2 medium storages now, so that has given us a lot more metals back. And our storage is now at 1,200, which is great to take into Act 2, actually. So that's huge. like, against my speedrun, I now technically have more space than I would do. So now it's just kind of like farming the right amount of materials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set, let's see, I'm going to set the worker to the minerals. We're going to set, wait, do we have, okay, we don't need the organics. That's fine. Actually, I'll put it to the technician because I'm going to be making some more meals whilst I'm doing it, which uses organics. So it's just the kind of like the nice replenishment so that we can make sure we have enough organics to leave. So I'm just making sure I'm looking at what we have here first. I'm going to assign the refiner's already on it. Perfect. Good. So we're getting a good amount of...
Should I do this now?
Yep. Magnetic storm. I knew it was coming. There was nothing I could have done. Right. Seeing as we did get our qubit chip up, or the thingamajiggy up to the next upgrade of the quantum computer, we do have some more options. So you can see here, like, more of these things are starting to unlock. So I don't want to worry about any of these. We could go for something like this, so don't worry too much about it. I could go for large storage. I never really bother about that, so I'm going to wait till we upgrade the spaceship again. Base.
Shit. What the hell was that?
Wait, did I not? Oh my god, I didn't do base maintenance workplace. Okay, that's going to be kind of important. So, researcher, you're going to go back here. Base maintenance technician is going to be good at doing that. We need the worker in the workshop so we can start to craft some more
Resources. Should I move on to this now?
radiation filters, some more repair kits. And then I'm just going to go sleep and just let them handle it.
Should I go there?
Okay, kitchen, sure, go for it. So that's another thing as well. Like, if you've got everything kind of lined up well and everything won't conflict against like timing and stuff like that as well, you can effectively just sleep and then the magnetic storm will pass. When you get into Act 2, magnetic storms last for 2 days, so you need to make sure you have enough amount of materials to be able to do that. Right. We're coming up close to the end of Act 1, actually, which is good. We're nearly there.
Wait a minute. We need to talk.
No, we don't, technician. Don't you go there, girlfriend.
I finished my task.
Okay, worker.
I need to take care of this.
You're going to go to organics. Technician, sure. You're going to go back to here. You're still doing the researching stuff. Base maintenance place is nearly done. That's good. That'll help out for Act 2 as well. And then once I get to maybe about like 120 minerals, then we will dip, basically.
All right. And we are just a little over an hour into the run. Do you know when a good time for a break would be? Because I know our original plan was when your estimate was very different.
I can tell you when.
Absolutely. Just let me know. I just want to make sure we get a wellness break in, both for your own sake and for everyone else's sake.
And
probably
it's now.
Also your alters would appreciate it.
And it's now.
Excellent. All right. Let's go ahead and pause the timer. As soon as we see that magnetic storm. Oh my goodness. And I just want to thank everyone who's here right now. Just a reminder that everyone who is here supporting GDQ Hotfix, we appreciate it. You support Hotfix with your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, your gift subs, and your bits. Your contributions do help keep our shows running. And if you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. And you can also always support the stream by sharing the GDQ channel with your friends, so you don't have to spend money on us to be supporting us. Tell your friends. Word of mouth goes a very long way. And also, if you are curious what's coming up on Hotfix, you can check out this week's schedule and explore our full season lineup at gdq.gg/Hotfix, and you're able to catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over at youtube.com/Games Done Quick, so you should go check out Nico's past runs, both on Hotfix as a whole, but also on Passion Project. He was the opening run of, these 50 episodes, nearly 50 episodes I've done, and also has done an amazing Undertale on a bicycle controller run for me as well. So if you are watching this on YouTube after this VOD has been posted, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. And I'll see you all after the break. We'll be back. All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 49 of Passion Project. I am joined by Nico Hart, and we're showing off a very new speedrun with the Alters, published by 11-Bit Studios. And I'm not going to keep you waiting any longer. I'm going to go ahead and have Nico take it away.
Perfect. Right. Time will resume in 3, 2, 1, go. Right. So, part of Journey 2 now. So we finished Act 1 in a, not too bad time. So I'm really happy that we got like around the hour-ish mark. Even with like, the run not being too in line. I've forgot a few things, but who cares? What we're doing right now is we're talking to the authors, and they can't agree on a playlist for the journey. So they all have different musical tastes because of their differing paths of life, but they need some kind of form of entertainment. So Jan's like saying, real Jan, by the way, saying like, hey, why don't we get a rave started? Let's get the party started. So we're going to get an acoustic guitar.
Sure.
Yeah. Whatever floats your
When I
boat.
think rave, I surely think an acoustic guitar.
But anyway, here's Wonderwall. God's sake. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, so we made the guitar. I'm going to talk to Maxwell, who's saying that the rescue team is now airborne, asking how our cargo and our altars are, and how Maxwell is still keeping all the information hidden from the boards. And how all of this knowledge of producing the altars was researched but never accomplished, and they were asked by someone to do so. He'll say that Lucas is going to try to give us coordinates to give us the pickup point for which the airborne team is going to pick us up, and then signs off. And then we're going to go talk back to the altars to say, hey, I got an acoustic guitar. Maybe we should make a song. And I might need to go to the toilet during the song for a tiny bit, because guess who forgot to go to the toilet in the break? This idiot. Anyway, so they're now deciding on song lyrics during it as well. And because this is a hotfix and it's not like too limited of major time, you lot are going to hear this incredible song. I'm going to turn up the game audio a little bit. Enjoy the song. I'll be back very quickly.
Surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around, things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again?
Chat, if you like this song, consider checking out Nico's DJ stream over at twitch.tv/NicoHeartDJ.
Truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. Looking at the path ahead, I'm ready for its twists and turns, but I'm no longer left on.
Oh, fun fact before I do anything, the song lyrics that they sing are actually differing depending on what lyrics we pick in the choices beforehand. So this is actual chosen song lyrics.
On forever. We're not gonna fail. We need to prevail and sail together. And though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never true?
Is he singing into a can?
Yes, he is. If I could take another turn. Oh, I love this song. To be the same if I could take another chance today. Whoa. It's such a cool component. The matter of fact that Alex Jordan actually harmonizes with himself of different vocal tonalities of the different characters. It's such a cool component of the game. I love it. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Love that song. It's really catchy. It sticks in your brain as well. All right. So now we're into our next destination, which is another point where we're blocked and we can't get through. But this time, there's different things going on. There's new things that we have to pander to. Act 1 was, oh, hey, there's a lava chasm. This time, we're going to find out what's next.
Alcohol intoxication.
If I could take another... And you know what's nice? After they've sung it, I think it's the scientist actually starts to sing it through it as he speaks to him. So it's really nice that they actually kind of like still like sing that song throughout the run. It's so cool. Right. I'm going to get some more pylons. Pylons are going to be super important. Get another one of those. That should be fine. I'll get another suit battery. I'm going to talk to the people now because they obviously partied hard last night and some drunk more than the others. And this is just another way to make sure that they're all emotionally healthy and they're feeling good afterwards. One thing that I will be needing to make during Act 2 is a social room. The social... Oh, yeah, I'll talk to you in a second. The social room is going to be a great way for them to get very big social boosts because you'll be able to do things like beer pong, and also watching movies, which we did get one movie earlier on. There is other movies that you can get throughout the game. Dormitory. Wait, where were you? Oh, there you are. Okay, what are you saying? Yeah, my head's killing me, but that was one hell of a party. Where have I heard that line before? Oh, yeah, I need to turn the volume down a bit more now. There we go. So I cranked up the audio just for you lots. Okay. Right, so now that we've done all that conversation and got them all emotionally healthy, we're going to go immediately to the left and see what is blocking the paths. So, you can see that there's this big updraft of, like, everything. And it's basically some kind of anomaly, but the anomaly is like a gravity shifting. So it's not something that we're going to be able to easily, like, use the illuminator on, for example. So we've got to try to talk to the scientists to figure out how we're going to be able to do this. So the scientist is going to say, well, we can't just, we can't just use the illuminator. So why don't we make a gravity sensor? That would work out better. So going to get the gravity sensor, and I'm going to craft the gravity sensor. So that'll take about a couple of hours, and then we can make our way forwards. And if we can do this in one day, there we go. See what I mean? It's so cool. It's so cool how he's just humming it along. I love it so much. It's such a cool, like, they really thought of everything for the production of this game. I've got to commend the developers. It's so nice. Oh, I love it. I love it. Right. Making sure this is connected. I sometimes forget that. I'm going to set up some pylons now in kind of very positional points that I know everything will be able to connect between each other. And this will help me for, like, getting through both sides of the map a little bit later. So this one's going to connect over to here. We're going to try to get as close towards this wall here. Then I am going to press escape as I'm running so that I can get rid of that. Go to this little wall here and try to press E. That'll give us a cue that we need to research the hook upgrade. So I'm going to start getting that immediately and then bringing the recycler back. Then I'm going to press 1 on my keyboard to try to get the illuminator up quickly. Scan this little thing here. Then I'm going to press escape quickly after I let go of run and forwards so that I can get rid of the illuminator. Go around this way, pick up a new qubit chip. Make sure that I put the qubit chip into the production. It's already upheld, so that's going to be the next thing that's being created so that we can make the next altar very soon. This is going to be a new type of anomaly that has 2 cores instead of 1. And these ones expand in size, as you can see right now. And obviously, as it expands in size, means there's more liable in order to be able to radiate you, and that could be your doom. Right, so it should be around here, hopefully. There we go, perfect. Now, there's a little metal over here, so I'm going to go get that one quickly. And we're going to be, once we get to a point, we're going to be going quickly back towards the base so that we can use a qubit chip in order to be able to upgrade the base and also spawn the next altar. All right. I hope you lot are keeping notes because, again, that's a lot of things that I'm throwing at your face right now. Again, this run is fast-paced. There is a lot that you need to do, so I hope you lot are keeping notes. Or, as Amber said earlier on, do feel free to rewatch the run when it gets uploaded to YouTube.
Absolutely.
Because, again, this will need a rewatch. Okay, so I am setting up a pathway now so that I can bring the pylons up towards where the organics is going to be held. Organics is usually the first port of call that I like to do for this map because it's just... It's on the way, it's easier, but what I'm going to be trying to do in a moment is there's a minerals outpost which takes a little bit longer in order to be able to mine, and by that time that should give us the right amount of like research time so that the hook upgrade is done, and then we can build it immediately and then even be able to scale up towards the gravity points that we need to do. You can go towards here, my friend, and actually no, you can go here. Then you can go here, worker. You can go here, worker. You can go here, technician. Okay, cool. Right, we have one. Yeah, that's fine. Like, that's enough to get us up to here first and foremost, in which the minerals outpost, the mineral deposit is just here. I'm going to keep an eye on the right-hand side to wait for that thingamajiggy. I hope he's on the research lab. He is research 24 minutes. Cool. Good.
My favorite scientific term, thingamajiggy.
It's so easy to say, though. We have enough to be able to do the hook upgrade, so I'm just going to go around. Now that I've got all the minerals that I need, I'm going to... Ooh, a mineral. Thank you very much. I'm going to make the minerals outpost now, and then I'm going to go to this little metal deposit here, and it's like, ooh, mineral. God, I'm like a squirrel. Don't know why. Ooh, mineral. See, I can't help it. It's just they're everywhere. So, if it's not here, as I mentioned, the RNG can be one or two places usually. It's going to be here. Perfect. So, we now have the hook upgrade. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to connect this outpost over to this side. If it wants to behave? Is it going to work? Yeah, cool. And
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Yes, you're going to do some more researching. You can do... Oh, we haven't expanded yet. Oh, yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. This might still just be enough time, actually. So let me think about this quickly. Yeah, go to the minerals outpost for the meantime, scientist, whilst I'm trying to use my intellectual brain, which that is at a 5%. Right now. I couldn't think of what to say next. I proved the point. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get the guard now. Now, the Japanese run a Nitent even. They go for Doctor and I think it's Shrink afterwards, which is quite wild to see that there is a bit of a differential between myself and the runner, that we choose our last two alters differently. Now, I believe both of them do defect, just like they will do... Oh, no, spoilers. They will defect, like, just like the Doctor and the Botanist, which I will be picking, I think.
Your notes say Guard and Botanist for me.
Yes, Guard and Botanist. So that's what I picked. Did I say Doctor and Botanist?
Yes.
I'm an idiot. Don't mind me.
No, it's okay.
No, thank you for correcting me.
You ended up mixing two of your... you mixed the two routes there.
It's true. Again, there's so many differing paths. It's very easy to get mixed up. Right, so I'm going to put the gravity sensor over here. Big reason is that the other location... If I was going to put it over there, I'd need to make sure that I had a hub pylon to be able to connect to one of the other pylons. But the hub pylon that it would connect to would be basically this one here. So it doesn't make sense to really get that all set up for it not to get aligned to anything as soon as I set it up. So I made the executive decision to do it here. And I can just kind of like teleport around to get to it. And easy peasy. So with that, I'm now going to make a travel outpost here. Get rid of this 2 core because it actually does obstruct where I need to set up the gravity sensor, which is kind of ironic, really. So there we go. And being able to do this all in one day is super speedy because it actually does, as I mentioned again, it does the next flag, and we can actually start to progress the game pretty rapidly. So we're going to go to the organics outpost for a moment whilst we continue to wait for the scientists to be like, wait, I'm seeing something. And I might as well just like get rid of the rest of the day, so that's all done. Get some organics, why not? We've got everything that we need. So as I mentioned earlier on, we don't need a rupidium outpost in this act because there is enough rupidium around for us to take into the next one that we're groovy, basically. So that's fine. So we're going to be conferring with the scientists that we've got everything that we need, that we need to do what we can to destroy the extraordinary phenomenon, and that again, Illuminator doesn't do it. So we're going to be building neutralizer towers, which we need to research. Go figure, right? Now, as I mentioned earlier on, every time we upgrade a base, we get more upgradables. We're going to get the base expansion almost immediately, and that's fine for the meantime. Now, is there anybody else I need to talk to? Not yet, but we can now make the social room because that'll keep people happy, right? So let's go make the social room, and we're going to put it, oh God, here. Perfect. Actually, I'm going to put you there, I just want to build the infirmary, please. The infirmary is going to be needed for later. I'll tell you that for free. But why don't we go look at the social room, which is further down. There it is. So this is a social room of emotional enlightenment. Let's play beer pong with the with the technician, shall we? Now, there is a fun little thing about one kind of lineage during the game. If you do certain dialogues and you play the beer pong with the technician, you can actually get kind of like something called assertiveness in the game, which is one of 6 different kind of things that you can do to like spur on a conversation to go a very specific kind of way. Like you can influence the flow of conversation. And that's kind of like those kind of, I forget what they're called, but whatever they are, actually does come into an effect at the end of the game as well. Like you can actually use it to change an ending, which is pretty cool. That was a movie. I thought for a second they were playing Dota or something like that. Jesus. Oh, our altar's ready. I mean, it looked very much like a tower defense game, so I'm not sure, but hey, they're having fun. Okay, so here's our next altar. They are the guards. They're basically like the badass version of ourselves, if that makes sense. So you can tell they look a little bit like me or future me. So I am going to go bold.
Oh my God.
I just realized he really does look like me. Oh God.
Yeah, no, like,
oh, no.
Yeah.
I just realized. Oh no.
I think we found your future cosplay.
I mean, here's the thing. I did a kind of cosplay very recently, very similar to what that kind of look is. It's from a game called Dr. Finkelstein's Marvelous Room. Wishlist that game. That game is going to be so cool and so trippy. The music from that game is wild as well. Before I continue my sentence, let me just get some Rapidium stuff. Let's get some suit batteries. We do need a drill cartridge. Get another pylon, and we're good to go. That's good. All right, good. Now we're just farming for a while.
Hey, want me to tackle this?
What do you want me to tackle? Sure. Wait, can I just leave you to your own devices? No. Okay, so I'm going to tackle one of the other things. Okay, cool. So, I know that when the game actually comes out, and whenever it comes out, I've got the trench coat, I've got all of the look, I'll get the beard kind of exactly to it as well, and I will go bald as well. So maybe I'll have to go bald a little bit earlier on to match the guard cosplay. It could be sooner than I thought. Oh no. Hey, I do like cosplay. Okay, thank you, Windows Start menu. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm seeing the character that you're talking about,
yeah.
I think, in the trailer.
And
is it the one with the round black sunglasses?
Yep. I think I've actually got the sunglasses up here somewhere as well. I might actually have to see if I can wear it for a duration of this run. Hold on. Let me look upon my messy table. These aren't the ones I have, but I've got similar ones. Here we go. So... God's sake. Okay, I've got smaller. I got the little like smaller ones, like those iconic ones. So
yeah,
you can. It's cosplay. Right. Guard is in the social room. Let's talk to them to see what's up. That's my room. I can't believe I'm wearing this during my hotfix run. What am I doing?
Look, I don't know. I think they look good on you.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. This is going all places, this hotfix, and I love it. Okay, so we are waiting for the next day because our sheep friend Let's talk about our sheep friend. You know
What happened to Molly?
You know how the technician was kind of on the floor there. His head was in his hands. He's basically saying after that party, something still doesn't feel right. Like I still like haven't got over this hangover, and I'm feeling kind of still ill. 07's in a chat for Sheepy.
Oh, Molly.
I know, poor baby.
What? But,
So they were absolutely fine, and there is no kind of context for why they just straight passed away. We will find out. Like, this is kind of like what this next line of conversation is going to be about and what we have to do next. So alongside the researching of the neutralizer tower, we now need to go and do the sheep autopsy to figure out what caused that situation in the first place. Now we could actually build the infirmary, which is actually, again, as I said, very important for later. We've actually got enough to build another dormitory. That's going to help against the mood of the altars later. What do I want to do? Okay, I know what I want to do now then. So, excuse me about. Right. We are going to go back outside the front of the base, and we're going to go up to a few different points. Setting up the travel pylons for some of these different areas so that we can get up to them a little bit easier. We've already done that one, so we don't need to worry too much, but, excuse me, the next one is going to be this one here. So I'm going to set up a, ooh, they connect, nice. I don't know why that made me really happy there for some reason, I don't know why. We're going to set up a travel pylon just here. Now, there's a huge reason for it as well, because there's a few different organics and, well, not organics, materials that are around this way. So we're going to start getting some minerals whilst we're at it now. And we're going to start getting those rupidium that we mentioned as well also.
I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Okay, we'll talk to the scientists momentarily, but what we're going to do first, just before we do that, is run over to here. Now, over this way here is where we would find the metals outpost, not the enriched metals, just the normal metals outpost. And I think I should have mentioned it earlier on, the metals outpost normal is non-radiated. It's just the enriched metals, if I haven't mentioned it already. Here's the other qubit chip for us to be able to upgrade the base and also get the 6th altar. So, I think by the end of the day, the altar should be spawning. And as you can see there is also another rupidium outpost, just like there's one over here. So that should equate us... I think it's 120 rupidium, because I think it's 60 per mining session of each one. Oh, and I can also go to here. So, you know we scanned that little interval vein earlier on? It is just here. So, these are little bits here. These are set in place every single time for where you need to scan. I only need to get to 2. Yeah, I only use 1. I could save some time on that one. I just realized. Oh, well. Yeah, because I think I only used like 1 planetary sample this whole run. So that's just a waste of time. I can save time. Sick. All right. This hotfix is helpful.
There you go.
There we go. Routing on the fly.
Routing on the fly is part of what speedrunning is all about.
Exactly. And again, as I was saying to you earlier on, the amount of like adaptability that I'm having to do for this run is a true point in the pudding there. Like, you know, this run can go so many different ways and you have to adapt to it massively. And I love it. It's great. Now, this one here, get rid of this one. So I know there should be this. Oh yeah, these 2 over here start climbing towards us as well. So I'm just going to get rid of them for the meantime. We can take the brunt of it if we want to. But I can't be bothered to get radiated. It's not nice. We can use the infirmary to be able to get rid of radiation, which is fine. Like the technician just suffered from radiation burn. They can definitely go to the infirmary a little bit later on tonight, which they probably will. Okay, so we've researched the neutralizer towers. We need to build an MRI scanner, but we haven't done what we need to yet. Oh, no, that's because the research has still been done. Okay.
My tasks. Want me to take care of this?
What are you going to do? Workshop? Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, yeah, you're making a qubit chip. That's fine then, because I was going to go back to the base and put the qubit chip on the thing, so it wasn't even made yet. So that's fine. I'll do that at the end of the day. Research is done for the sheep autopsy. That's perfect.
I think we're running out of food.
Oh, okay. Now I'm going to do my first instance of I'm making food after 8 p.m. and it's slow. Oh, no. Because I had nobody assigned to the kitchen, in which ends every single act as well. The upholding gets removed. So I need to bring the upholding back. Which is why nobody said, hey, would you like me to take care of this now for the kitchen? That's why. That's why. So again, you need to keep constantly at it to make sure that you know that everything, like the upholdings, reset, all that stuff is done. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Right. Cake, please. The all-top sheep. I'm having words with you later. So good. All right, we're going to get the base up to the highest level it can be, which is level 4. But again, we can't expand the base up until we've done the relevant base upgrading, the base expansion researching. So I will need to schedule that next because we do need to upgrade the base pretty promptly afterwards. So research, where are we at for it? Nothing's queued yet because everything's done. We are going to do free climbing first and using a planetary sample. That comes into huge play in Act 3, actually, so that will be important. Won't need to explain it too much just yet, but just so you get a context of why I'm trying to go for that one, Act 3 preferential, basically. Wait, scientist, which dormitory are you in? Don't tell me you're in the top one, and I just missed you.
What if she died?
I just missed you. God damn it. All right, so scientist is saying, like, you know, what caused, what happened? And the scientist tells us that it was a severe brain hemorrhage that caused the death. And to make sure it doesn't happen to any of the other alters, because we could all suffer from the same thing, because it's also contagious and stuff like that as well, we need to build an MRI scanner to make sure that we're all safe. I could have built it in this midst of time here, but I expended the time too much that I didn't quite think about it. But it's fine, we can do it the next day. The main reason that I wanted to try to build the MRI scanner around now is that you can only use the MRI scanner at the end of the day. So after it's at 8 p.m., that's when you do it. So I think we still don't even have enough to make the MRI scanner, which is... How much is it again, Amber?
Let me take a look. I have lost my spot on the notes.
You're fine.
We're on... one moment. We're looking at the MRI scanner, right?
Yes.
100 metals, 100 minerals.
Okay, so yeah, we need some more minerals, so we'll be getting that soon. It won't take too long to sort out, so I'll be able to make the MRI scanner very, very soon. Everybody say hi to the botanist. They are the most annoying person because they care too much about the ex-wife. Oh, get a grip, buddy.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know what I'm trying to unpack there, but there's been time, but there is there is a big kind of like story dividing arc with the botanist that actually can influence an ending as well. But man, oh man, are they just so annoying for me. I mean, people have their favorites, people have their non-favorites. I say for me personally, botanist is on the low tier. I'll give it a D. I'm not gonna make a tier list from the alters.
I finished my task.
Oh man. Okay. Right. Production. What have we got? We could do one more radiation filter. We could do one more suit battery.
How are you doing on your neutralizer tower's materials?
Well, we're going to be getting rid of a load of it straight away for the MRI upgrade, so we won't be worrying too much for the neutralizer tower. But you did remind me that I can just straight up hold the MRI scanner, so when we have enough, it goes straight to that. Position of the queue is important as. Botanist, you take care of it. Oh, you could probably take some more. Yeah, you need some more repair kits. I'm going to put that to the top, actually, so that we can get those done. And I'll put these ones underneath it, so there's not too much of importance. Actually, you are nearly done for radiation. I will just put you there. So, botanist is going to repair the base. Work is going to do what they need to do. Now we just need to farm for more metals and minerals. Free climbing's done. Amazing. Good timing. So what can I do in the meantime then? We got a free slot. Base expansion has been done. So, oh God, okay. Sure, magnetic storm analysis. That's all we really need to do at the moment. Once we make the MRI scanner, there's going to be another mission. There we go. Thank you for taking care of it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh God, I have to deal with you in a bit. We do need some more metals before we make it, and I think I could probably expend myself to be able to do it. Right, that is a little bit of a bug that does happen. Sometimes when you spawn to an outpost, it doesn't put you in the right place and you're hovering a little bit over it. Pro tip if you're a speedrunner, all you got to do is... Oh, you are one metal away. Okay, refinery. That should get it for me. Please. There we go. We see the 100 and the 100. The MRI scanner is ready to be made. Phew. So that helps us into the next day, and that will help us to get the next process done. I'm not going to build it in the workshop myself because if I did it now, it would take 12 hours. So I'm just going to let the worker with the boost of them working in the workshop do it in the next day. Okay, so that should be enough. And we're good to go to the next day. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do at the moment is that we're building the MRI scanner. We're building the neutralizer towers. Once we build the MRI scanner, then it's going to do a whole load of new, like, arching stories. But not arching story, linear storyline, basically.
Hey, lend me your ear. There's something I want to share.
All right, Refiner, where are you?
To do this?
Okay, yes, please, yes. And there was something there. So you saw that I had finished at 2 a.m. I woke up at... Oh my God, really? Why? Why is everything breaking around me? Okay, I'm gonna go to here. Am I in the wrong spot? Yeah, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay, so I'm gonna go and fix the base whilst I'm at it, so I can let everybody else do their own assignments. Refiner what? Oh, because you're unassigned. Okay. Right. You get there for a moment. I'm gonna go over here and fix this stuff. And the refiner's passed down the floor because the refinery broke on them. So, whoops. See Daisy.
I'm dizzy.
How are you doing, buddy? You doing all right?
Hey, yeah.
Okay. So I think he's kind of happy now that we built him a social room, but he wants a little bit more. He wants a gym next. So we're not going to build a gym. Look, it just takes time to build a gym. It's just not really worth it. Like, I don't think they stick with us anyway. So it's, again, not really worth it. So, yeah. I don't want to try to talk to the to the guard as much as I can because that starts a whole new kind of like arching story again where we get a food thief and we got to make a surveillance stuff and just so many different things. Again, just not worth it. You know what I see? I see the machinery. I keep saying the machinery. The technician is Angie. So I am going to go back to the social room and we're going to watch a movie. That should help him to stop being annoying. Like, I swear, the technician is just... I was going to go to sleep there. I just completely went against my own word. Okay. Watch a movie. Get people up and happy again because, you know, it's... We're just monotonously getting minerals and metals and stuff like that. We need an emotional boost. We need some time off. Which is another thing. The gym would obviously also help out against the emotional status as well and would actually help them boost it because they're letting off steam. They're physically exercising.
Yeah.
Something that I need to do soon as well. But we can see right now that he's still not happy. So, there's still enough time. They're not going to bed yet. So I'm going to try to go for some beer pong with... you know what? Screw it. I've never actually played beer pong in the game yet. So I'm going to do this for the first time.
That's
Whoops.
exactly why I don't believe it.
I'm actually going to try. I've not once ever actually played beer pong and I've skipped it every single time. No! No! I just want to get one, please.
Damn it.
I have no idea how to do this bit. I'm showing off how terrible I am at video gaming. All right, go on. We got this now. Hold on. Go. Yeah! Okay,
for context, chat, you don't have to do this. Like, you have to play beer pong, but you don't have to do the actual mini game. Oh, we got it.
All right with your eyes.
That was weird. I was just levitating there for no reason. Anyway, I got one. I'm happy about that. I did it on a hotfix. I'll take it. So silly. I'm genuinely shocked that not done it up until now. So at least you got to see just how you play that game. And I guess like if you beat them, then they are happy or something like that. But you still get the emotional boost, even if you do the thing. I forgot to install the MRI scanner. Okay. Well, I'll install the MRI scanner now, and in the next day, we'll then do the thing, because I wasn't sure if the MRI scanner was built or not. So, next day environment is fine anyway. So, yeah, we got to wait till 8 o'clock p.m. to do it. So, that gives us more excuse to get all the rest of the stuff. And I think because everybody else is assigned... yeah, actually, sure. No, actually, no. I want the refiner to be on there. Again, that helps the things. Worker, you can get up there. Botanist, you can get there. I'm gonna go to the kitchen, and genuinely, I'm just gonna go to sleep and let the no, I can't go to sleep. Oh yeah. If I go to sleep, then I won't be able to do the MRI scanner thing again. Okay, so I need to advance time myself then. So if that's the case, oh, research is done. I could do base expansion 4 actually. Yeah, probes upgrade, sure. Once I've made enough of the mush.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Were you not doing anything there in the first place?
What?
Right, let me think. What I can do then is I can go to this travel outpost and I can get some more metals whilst I'm at it, because there is some more down this way. So yeah, like I'm just gonna go around and try to get like some more on-map deposits and oh, wait a second. Actually, I think there might be another movie over here. Even though I didn't even get the chance to show you a movie, it is pretty long, the movies. The Chris and Jack ones are absolutely hilarious, and I think they did
My stuff.
I think they did bring in one video that's actually like a YouTube classic.
I don't know them.
I should know because I got a copyright claim on it. I don't think I've told 11-bit studios that the claim is there, but I have you know, put my claim against it because saying like, hey, this is part of gameplay. We'll see what happens.
Corporate.
Not had anything back yet. I don't know why I didn't even bother to mention about it. It was just I didn't even think it would be like that worrisome, but we'll see what happens. It's no biggie. Okay. Cool. So we did do the magnetic storm forecast. So the magnetic storm is not coming until 6 days from now. That's fine. We don't need to worry about it too much. But again, magnetic storms in Act 2 are more fast and furious than this one. So we do need to be cautious about it. I think the next few steps I want to do after we've accrued enough materials for the neutralizer towers is I'm going to try to expand upon the medium storage. And I'll explain why in a second once I've talked to the scientist in the dormitory. Here we go. What's next? Okay, so he's just kind of saying like, hey, that magnetic storm thing, yeah, everything's good now. Everything's fine, yeah. Now I can do, not yet, 5 minutes from now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nico can math well. All right, here we go. So now we're going to be advancing the storyline. So we're doing the MRI scanning. We're going to have to talk to the scientists in the morning to hear the results. So we have a tiny bit of radiation. Let's go to the infirmary bed and get rid of that radiation. Now, where am I here? So, okay, next morning. I am caught up. I am going to highlight where I am. Perfect. So we can actually get to the scientists whilst they're walking here. Here we go. Perfect and good. So the scientist is going to talk to us and tell us that all the alters have mutated tissue in their brain and it is contagious. It's spelled contagious in my notes. I really can't spell.
I was going to mention it. And it's contagious.
That just reminds me of that Pregante video, for God's sake.
Pregante!
Oh. Why do I type? I can't do it. Anyway.
Shout out to the old Yahoo Answers.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Was it Quora or Yahoo Answers?
It was Yahoo Answers that like went under. Quora is still around.
It is still around. Oh my God, yeah. I don't know why like cure was the first thing I mentioned of. Oh my goodness.
Am I contagious?
Come on. That's great. God damn it. Oh, I forgot to input there. God damn it. Right, so where was it? So it's contagious, but Jan doesn't need. But Jan doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I can understand my notes, but for Jan it is not contagious. So they need to talk to Lucas and Maxwell for the corners whilst we wait for the next phone call, and to figure out how we can actually fix against being making sure that all of our altars aren't going to be irradiated and stuff like that, because we don't want our altars to be irradiated. Also, who wants to watch Future Ex-Girlfriend? I don't. Anyway, why is this a movie, man? I mean, it is really funny, but in the current context, I ain't nobody got time for that. And I just referenced another meme. Anyway.
Hey.
Okay, so let's get to talk to more people. There is some emotional disruption here and there as well, so I'm just going to make sure that everybody's feeling okay, because especially after the news broke that they all have mutated tissue in their brain, you can imagine that people aren't feeling too hot about that news. So I think it's mostly the next day that people will kind of like take that news on board and be like, oh yeah, this is serious. We need to do something about it. Ugh. Right, so uphold the 2 towers in the production. Yep, I've already done that. That's good. I did that much earlier actually than I did in my notes. Where are we at for that, by the way? Let's have a look. See, so we need to get more minerals. Yeah, so do we have anybody on the minerals right now? Am I stupid? No, we're good. Technicians Angie, and you're unassigned. You can go on the base maintenance whilst you're at it, and I'm going to look at production. We need more radiation filters. I am so glad I did that. Good lord. Get some more repair kits. So I'll go to the workshop whilst everybody else is doing their own thing. Just to advance through the days. Technically, right now, I should be just sleeping just to advance the time. But again, oh, we have a call. Okay, so I'm going to take that call momentarily once I get like halfway through this radiation filter, because then in the morning, it'll be a lot faster to be able to do, so that's no problem. This should be Lucas now. Yep. All right, Lucas phone call. So there's a load of crazy distortions in the journey towards this area, which meant that the phone call took a lot of time for it to be able to happen. We blame Lucas for the experimentation, and we give all the data acquired from the autopsy and MRI to Lucas so that we can give to Maxwell so that we can hopefully find the cure. We'll see if that happens. So yeah, now we have to wait for a call from Dr. Maxwell, but not much we can do for the meantime. Technician's still angry, not much I can do. Let's sleep. Again, the most pertinent thing about this run is that Technician Angie. Remember that, all right? There is ways to make him happy, but it means that you have to cater to them immensely. And you know what? I just don't have the time for it. Like,
feels like he's just always angry.
He's just got a temper tantrum. Oh, diddums. I don't know. Okay, so I can do.
We have a big supply of rat filters.
That's a point. I'm going to go back and do that in a second, but here's one thing I'm going to do beforehand is there's really not much I can. Oh yeah, the base expansion. I could. Efficient food, sure, why not? I'm gonna get some more minerals. Okay, one neutralizer tower is on its way. You can see the 160 on the minerals. That is a big queue and sign. There is a minerals deposit here, so I'm gonna do that whilst the minerals are getting mined. That would just help. Oh, come on! This is one thing about the game that I am terrible at, which is, you can see that in my speedruns up until now, is that I sometimes fail to acknowledge, like, just how much storage space I have. Remember when I said earlier on that I was going to work on, like, you know, adding more medium storage? This will be why. So, you notice that the medium storage has, like, you know, minerals on. I can't do that right now, so I lied. I need to expand the base, don't I? Oh, we need some more minerals and stuff for that. I just got the neutralizer tower, so we can't. Oh, great. timing of everything. So yeah, the when you do things like the infirmary or you do things like the medium storage, that does have minerals that you need to do as well. And again, if you get rid of it, you get it back. When you get into Act 3, you do lose a few of your materials as you go through. I'll explain a bit of a reason for the why later, but being able to just like get rid of like unnecessary modules in the base is huge. Like it goes a long way, mate. You're in the kitchen. You're arguing in the kitchen. So we will be basically doing that very soon.
I sure hope we'll get some treatment soon.
We're bringing poison okay.
Radiation.
Okay, so he's basically saying, oh, that enriched metals, it's poison. We don't want that. And we're just like, nah, metals, gimme. The refinery will take care of it. Don't worry about it. Again, botanist being a pain as usual. It's the botanist and the technician. They're two of my D rank. Two of my D rank alters. And look at him. Botanist is angry as well. They're upset. You know what, buddy? I'm not going to bother yet, but I might play beer pong with you later, just to give you a bit of an emotional boost. Yeah, so we're still waiting for the call, so I might... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot to go and to the workshop to make the radiation filters because I was about to make a winter is coming joke, but now radiation is coming. So I'd rather make sure that doesn't happen. And plus, you can see everybody's got a radiation.
We're running out of storage space.
God damn it. Can I expand? I can expand. Oh, okay. That's good. I can hopefully make another... Nope! I lied. Okay, can I get rid of this? Will this work? Yay! I did it. Oh my God. I can't do it. Social room. There. Okay. Adapting to the run, my friends. God,
No matter how frustrating it may get.
Right, is there anything else I need to do around here? I think there was some... Yeah, so again, like, we can probably just sleep now, but I can't remember if I completed that minerals outpost. I don't think I did. I stopped halfway because I got frustrated about the storage space. Frustrated, not really. Oh, you're serious? It was only that amount? Okay, now I'm frustrated. I joke, by the way. Like, I say I'm frustrated, but it's a very British thing to be like, oh, I'm so mad. I'm not really. An irradiated winter. See, I like that. I like that. Once again, if anybody does have any questions towards the run, what I'm doing, or anything of that sort, feel free to pipe up in the chat because, again, I have the chat open. I can chat with you lot. No problem towards this. I'm just going dilly-dallying around right now, waiting for the next phone call, getting as much materials as we can. So this is kind of like cruising hours up until such a point. I think once I've done this, I'm now going to be able to start properly sleeping because we have a good amount of materials to be able to do what we need. Do I even need... Yeah, we don't need... Oh, we do need one for later. That's fine. I'll schedule another one for later, so that's fine. I'm going to make some more... Wait, is there anybody in the workshop? Nope. I need to go back to the workshop. So many things happening. Brain process. I swear there's another Rapidium outpost. In fact, I don't really need to worry about Rapidium. We've definitely got enough going in towards Act 3. More than I normally have. So that's more than fine, actually. Oh, yeah. Beer pong with the worker. Because they're the most upset right now. And workers good people. They work hard. Quite literally. I was about to play beer pong again just for the lols, but I'm not gonna, so that's fine.
You should definitely
see.
take some time to...
Work is still angry, that's fine. I'm just gonna sleep it. And I will go to the workshop next day. I have a feeling that we may take some more radiation in general, but if the radiation filter is still active right now, then I'll just build the next few, so that's fine. Okay. You also have a good amount of speedrunner noises. Look, isn't that just
Good amount of...
That's That's me.
Yep.
Okay, one neutralizer tower is built. And now I can start doing all the other things.
Should I do this now?
You know what? Sure. I don't really need the scientists to research anything at the moment, so that's fine. I could actually get the researcher onto the basement. Sure, why not? And now I can go upstairs and I can do the rest of the kitchen stuff whilst everybody else is looking after the base. And then I can go. Oh, there's a call. There's a call. I hope I didn't miss that way earlier on. That's fine. We've nearly got full organic, so we're going to be fine going ahead for when we actually do need to leave and stuff like that. So that's fine. Hopefully it's not Lucas. Okay, it's Maxwell. Good. Sometimes Lucas can interject, but thankfully it's a Maxwell time. So now he's going to tell us exactly what we need to do, which I have written down here. He tells us the best cure is to prepare a treatment based on the biological materials from a healthy donor, essentially brain cells from the cortex of the brain. And to build it, we need to we need to build a tabula rasa, a copy of real Jan's body, which will sacrificially give the brain cells and kill the tabula rasa in the process. So we now need to talk about Maxwell's, solution to the scientists. They're going to be like, you know what, like, it does seem a little bit like morally not fantastic, but scientifically, oh baby! So we do it, and now this is one thing that the scientists will actually end up researching. So we'll be getting to do that soon, which is going to be for QC hacking, which it obviously stands for quantum computer hacking. So that way we can actually tap it into the quantum computer and make our own archways, basically. So that's essentially that. So to kind of advance the research from going, from taking a full day and stuff like that, I'm pretty much just going to go to sleep straight away. When we wake up, we'll have even more materials. And by that time, we should actually have enough for what we need to do. And I just saw the timing for... Oh, wait, there's arguments going on here.
Uh-oh.
Ridiculously amusing.
Ow!
You better watch your mouth.
I felt that through Scientist Jan as real Jan, of course.
John, looks like real low on radiation.
Okay. About that thing about me going to sleep, I'm actually going to belay that a little bit because we do need some more radiation filters. I'm going to make forges in case and some more repair kits because we have
Should I do this now?
less than a day. Wait, why do you want to go to the research lab? Oh, yeah, the QC hacking. I forgot to assign him to it. Oh, come on, man. This is what I'm talking about. It's very easy to make a mistake. This is why you need, good notes, which I've noticed when I commentate a lot, I hardly even refer to a lot of the notes that I make. It's a weird trait of mine.
I mean, it's so easy to just start yapping. You are a yapper at heart, honestly.
I mean, I was going to be like, no, I'm not. And I realized that's a big lie anyway.
I was going to say.
I mean, here's the thing as well. We already know to such a point because we've already made the notes for it. So we should already know, quite a big context about the game if we're very passionate about the project. Ba-da-da. So, yeah.
You said the thing.
I can ramble about this game for days, honestly, so that's fine. Let's see. Alter Rebellion. I knew this was going to happen at some point. So, Amber did mention about this earlier on, but yeah, Alter Rebellions can happen, which is where if you let the emotional status of Alter get too bad, they're going to be like, this is not good. Blah, blah, blah. You got to do this. You got to do that. Make me happy because I'm not happy. Which Alter is it? Is the next question. I hope, well, it didn't seem like he was a technician, so I'll double check in a second. I have a feeling it might be the botanist, or it could be the worker. I'm just listing all of them right now, aren't I? Okay, so let's spam through the conversations and see what it is. Have 10 cooked meals in storage or improve the altars, and this has to be done over the course of 5 days. So basically, we need to constantly be in the kitchen. If we see it get down towards 9, get back in there quickly. Right. Here comes the magnetic storm. So, I'm going to assign technician there, you there, worker, you might as well go there as well. Actually, technician, I'm going to get you off because you are very angry and you actually going to, like, you don't have a good amount of time to work with. So, I don't think any of them have really. Screw it, God, you go there. Actually, botanist, how are you looking? Yeah. Botanist, you can go to that. And I will. Ooh, I see something bad over here. There's a little exclamation mark. That's bad. Okay, that was nothing. All right, cool. Sure, whatever, mate. Okay, everything should be fine for the meantime. I don't think there's anything that would cause something to flare up, because sometimes if you do go to sleep and say if you don't have enough radiation filters, they'll wake you up on the same day being like, 6 hours left, you have to get the radiation filter, otherwise you're gonna die. Wait, don't tell me there's another Alter Rebellion. Oh boy. I've not really been caring too much about my the emotional health of my of everyone. And it's coming back to bite me quite hard. Oh, geez. Okay.
I mean, I was literally laughing at you maybe 20 minutes ago. It's like, oh, he wants me to build a whatever it was. We're not going to build a whatever he had asked for. Just immediately.
It's like, I demand satisfaction and not yours. Okay. All right. I'm going to build another medium storage over here, just so that we can prepare it. It means that we will be losing out on those precious metals and stuff like that. But again, that will keep us for the Act 3. Let's see. We need.
Looks like Rubo on radio.
Okay, production. Really, all of them. Okay. Do we have somebody in the workshop? Yes. They're going to finish up very soon. So I am going to take them off it, and you're going to go. Oh yeah, we need a doctor to do that. Okay. Worker, you can go. Then that means technician, you can go here. I'll go to the workshop.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Everything's failing. Sure, I'll go bed. Thanks for taking my job, mate. That's fine. Oh yeah, we can create the tabula rasa now. Okay, so I might have missed that to Friday. I don't think I did. Oh, it's only going to take a minute. Thank you. That was really convenient, by the way. Wait, did I make the tabula rasa or not?
Oh yeah, it was he wants me to build a gym. We're not going to build a gym.
Yeah. You know
Thank you,
what?
chat.
If we get enough materials, I'll build a gym. I'll do it for the lols. Okay, so we're gonna skip a day. That should actually make the tabula rasa ready to be birthed from the womb. And then after that, we're gonna skip another 3 days because it's gonna be 3 days afterwards before 3 days after that, like a decision's made and stuff like that, and we get, you know, honestly, this little bit here, kind of like I forget a bit because I just skip it completely. So, but this is fun because we get to see the tabula rasa actually kind of wake up when we really shouldn't let it wake up, because we need to try to make sure that its frontal cortex and all that cortex stuff doesn't actually like start, so that we can use that, like, you know, the cortex at its infancy to then put it into the rest of the alters. I hope that makes sense. It sounds really messed up. Guess what? It is.
Oh yeah, no, this is dystopian as hell.
Oh yeah. Right, so research. Is there anything that I can do? I can let you do your private research, but that is really non-applicable to what we need to do. So research scientist, I'm going to put you there. Work, I'm going to put you there. Refinery, you're there. That's good. Botanist, I'm going to put you over here. And, oh God, there. Technician there. What am I doing? I think I've assigned everybody, so that's all I can really do. So guess who's going to bed? This guy. Not in real life, in the video game.
I mean, don't worry, that will happen eventually.
5 a.m.
Also, as we are hitting the just over the top of another hour, just let me know whenever we are good to take another wellness break.
I'm thinking that'll probably be within the next 10 to 15 minutes as a heads up.
Okay. By all means.
Production for some. Okay. That's why that wasn't being built. But you know what? That's fine. I can get rid of that. So that goes towards the top. I can start building the neutralizer tower. Then neutralizer tower is done. I can put them to where they need to be. What's next? Then we got to wait for the tabula rasa to be done. And once the tabula rasa is done, then I got to leave. That's basically the next course of events. Do we have anybody on the minerals? We do. Okay, that's fine. Okay, don't you leave just yet. Scientist wants to talk to me. He's probably going to be like, meh. Why'd you let me do my private research? It was. So again, it's not really applicable right now. We don't need to worry about it. You're doing this stuff there. So for the meantime, I'm going to put, I'm going to put one of the neutralizer towers up. After that, I'm going to set myself up a travel pylon towards where I need to put it up next, so that I can then just do effectively everything in one day. So where it is going to be down over this way. So this is something that I'm going to start prefacing going into Act 3. Above this area here is what is known as a tour vehicle, which is like one of those really robust vehicles. They have all the things inside of it. That helps them get A to B. Now, you know that the technician has been very angry all the way through. When we get closer towards the point of if we would come back up here a second time,
Good use of you.
there's a voice line that goes like, there's loads of tools lying around the tour vehicle. I wonder why that is. And that's because the technician has been secretly working to fix the tour vehicle this whole time. We wonder why he's been angry the whole time, because he don't like us anymore. He wants to get out of this crew. He wants to kind of like make his own Jan crew, per se. And so that we're not like the leader and stuff like that. So yeah, technician is just a bit of a douche, basically. We can let the technician know that we're ready to go, and that's the cue basically for him to start going, okay, it's kind of time. I need to start fixing up that vehicle kind of like ASAP, really. So it's just a I really want to swear, he's just a meanie.
He's just a giant jerk.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. All right, so we can let him know that he's going, so that's good, because that's actually kind of like part of the things we need to do. We actually need to let the technician know that we can move beforehand. Find a solution to this. Okay, so that's fine. We've got all the things we need to do. We can sleep from this point then. Cool. Let everything else accrue. Everybody else's emotional status, apart from the technician, is doing okay. If I do start to notice that there is a depleting of emotional yayness, then I will go watch a movie. Now, because Botanist is mean, actually, I'm just gonna play beer pong with him. I don't think he needs to worry about like a whole movie, like a 3-hour movie. So let's see what happens. What do you mean,
we play beer pong. Do you mind if I plug our upcoming events that are happening this fall?
Of course, please. Take over when you need to, yeah?
Absolutely. So it's on the bottom of the screen, but we have GDQ returning to PAX West. That's going to be happening from August 29th through September 1st. If you want to visit the schedule, you can do that via going to gdq.gg/PAX West. That'll show you the schedule. And if you go to west.paxsite.com, you can learn more about PAX West itself. I don't know if there are still tickets available. I'd be shocked if there wasn't. But if you are considering attending, GDQ will have the speedrun stage there. And also, GDQ, or Games Done Quick Express, is returning to TwitchCon San Diego. And that's going to be from October 17th through the 19th. If you want to learn more, you can learn more at twitchcon.com and visit gdq.gg/submit to submit your runs, because we are actively looking for submissions to GDQ Express. And also, Frame Fatales, GDQ's all-women and femme speedrunning community, is preparing for its next event, Flame Fatales, which is running from September 7th through the 14th. And that schedule is now live at gamesdonequick.com/schedule/58. So
what do you mean I just died in the game?
Did you die?
What? I have no idea what happened there. Oh, they rebelled against... Wow, they rebelled against me. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, that second Ultra Rebellion. I need to... Oh, that makes sense. So when that happens, I have to redo the whole day. Oh, no. Wait, so what's the optional task?
What is the optional task? Would it be, let's see.
Okay. Wait, what?
Why are they so mad?
What's your profanity? Why you got to be mad? I am really... Oh, the scientist, he's a bit mad. Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. If I bring the scientist back... We'll chat to him when he pops. Okay.
You could have built the gym.
Look, what?
I'm sitting here announcing Frame Fatales' next event and being like, type FF in the chat for information on how to join the Discord and stay up to date with all things Frame Fatales. And Nico's out here having a murder committed on him.
I didn't realize it was that kind of rebelling. Okay. Sorry. Is there any other plugs they need to do whilst I kind of catch up to speed?
Looks like I'm done.
Oh my god, he's so angry. He is so angry. Are you? Oh my god, he's not angry anymore. Okay. Wow. So it was the scientist that was so angry.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, like I say, we should be back on top now. So, you know what? I'm going to watch another movie just in case. Okay, cool. We're chill now. It's fine. We're going to get back to speed. So, yeah. Amber, if you do have any other, like last plugs to finish, then you're all good to go. If not, then we can continue onwards.
I've got one more for you. This is one more community that we like to support here. That's going to be the Black in a Flash community. I'm going to go ahead and shout them out in place of Thor here. Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. You can learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BAF and follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates. In general, if you just go to Games Done Quick's website, you're going to find a lot of different pages and a lot of different community paths to support, whether it's our YouTube, Hotfix, Frame Fatales, Black in a Flash, or any of our submissions that might be open, like for GDQX. Go to gamesdonequick.com. You'll get all your information there. You can also sign up for our newsletter, I think. I think we have a newsletter.
So I died again. So I've really got to figure out what's going on here because I don't think I've died so sequentially thinking that like everything's been dealt with, but something's underlining. So I'm going to just like spend this day to really kind of like look in and see what I'm doing wrong. So, oh boy, I think I have a feeling this might go a tiny bit over estimate. So we did bring down my estimate a lot, to be fair, because of my world record timing and stuff for that. But do we want to bring it up to 3 hours just in case?
Possibly. We could go back to our original estimate.
Yeah. You know what? That sounds like a safe bet, just in case. Yeah. Okay.
Someone's asking, is it the cooked meals, perhaps?
Oh my god! It is. Ah! I misread that completely. Oh no. Oh, this is bad because I should. Oh no, this is really bad actually. Oh no.
Looks like we're running out of radiation.
Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh. I gotta go back a day then. Because I gotta build a greenhouse to make the things that you need to make for the cooked meals. And if I didn't that day, that would not work out. Oh.
Is this normally a thing that you end up having to do in speedrun?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
This is one of the RNG things that can happen, yes. And myself and I decided to not fully acknowledge what he was asking me. No, it wasn't even the notes because it's not even in the notes that.
Yeah, that's what I had mentioned.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, you'd think that, like, if it's a case of, like, you need to create the greenhouse, like, you'd think that'd be, like, a branching part of the notes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is one of those things, again, like, if people aren't being looked after for, catered for, then they will kind of act up and act wise about it. And this is one of the things. So, I'm going to get the botanist, which is what they're good for, into the greenhouse to try to make those raw foods quickly. Right, okay. Just checking to see if there's anything else I need to do before I kind of like start to continue. So I'm gonna go to the organics to try to get more organics whilst this is all going on. The tabula rasa is still kind of on its approach right now so that we can actually...
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
What do you mean there's an issue we need to discuss? Everything's going bad. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Assignments, you go to the workshop, worker, please. I'll handle everything else. So 1 second, I need to check up something super quickly.
You're good.
There we go. Okay, cool. That's good. So yeah, like food's being made, I think, maybe.
I finished my tasks.
Okay.
I need to take care of this now.
Yeah, you can go to the minerals outpost. Oh my god,
Some
it's done.
Snickers bars.
You're not you when you're angry, right?
Exactly. Also, I think if we can get past this day, that might be the right time for a break.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
To see if we can avoid the death.
That's all groovy. Right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. God's on it.
There's nothing more to do here.
Where do you want me to go? Sure, you go to the organics. And I'll sleep. What we'll do is I'll build those cooked meals quickly, then we can take the break, yeah?
Sounds perfect to me.
Cool. I'm so annoyed that I just failed. I was like, yeah, just make sure the mush meals that they've got over 10. Totally the wrong thing. Totally. So yeah, now that makes sense because it'd be 22 hours at that point for it to have the cooked meals, and we had none the whole way through. So okay, and guard take over. Quickly make another medium storage if I can. Yeah, might as well. And I'm gonna risk it for the chocolate biscuit because we're so close to a save. If we don't die, then everything's fine.
Hashtag don't die.
We'll take a break.
Alrighty, I think it is time to pause the timer as we do some damage control and take a quick wellness break. So I want to thank once again everyone who is here supporting GDQ Hotfix, whether it's your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, or your bits. Your contributions do help keep our shows running. And also, if you want to, you can also consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. And so always, you can support the stream by sharing the GDQ channel with your friends. And we'll be right back after this quick break while we figure out how to not die. All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 49 of Passion Project. Once again, the best place on Twitch to showcase your passions in gaming and speedrunning. I'm joined once more by Nico Hart. That should have been our last break and hopefully our last death of the run. Have we figured out how to not die yet, Nico? I'm going to turn it over to you.
I think I know what it might be. So, even though we probably had made 10 meals, we didn't actually talk to the altar who was rebelling. I think that's what it is. So instead of just sleeping straight away, let's just see the day out and see what happens. So I'm going to go and start making the food straight away. And I just won't even let the guard. I'm just gonna make the guard do something else for a second so I can figure it out. Guard, you can go to the workshop for a second. I don't think I've got anything lined up, but I'll get you to do that and another part of components. So let's have a look. See, so cooked meals are being made. That's why. Oh. Aha. So, with the raw foods that we got, it did not make all of the cooked meals. Aha. That'll be why. So, I'm hoping
I'm wrapping things up here. Should I go then?
if this works out in good time, that I might just be able to do it. I might just go through up until I'm a bit tired. Okay, so we got 5. Okay. Fingers crossed in the chat, everybody, that this works out. Because, wow, they must have been stealing my foods, if that's the case. Okay. 10. Yay! It's done! Okay, we're no longer gonna die. Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's hilarious. That is actually... They're all over here just watching and talking stuff.
I wish I'd made $1 billion.
Oh, come on. Come on. I just want to talk to the Ultra Rebellion people.
I'm sure whoever wrote this would give all that money away to charity.
Please don't take too long here.
Take your dirty hands off my hypothetical
Like,
money.
please let me just talk to you. Just want to have a chat.
I think that should be the end of the conversation.
I wish I got to try.
I'm just gonna... If I do this to somebody, then that might stop the conversation. There is ways to kind of like make those kind of situations end a little bit early, so I'm hoping this will work. Yes, okay, cool. So that gets rid of it.
Don't worry.
And who was it who was upset? Oh, it didn't work. Oh my god. Are you
I
done?
wish I'd made
high, right?
Oh no, it reset it.
They care nothing for your speed run.
I swear, if I actually die here because I didn't talk to the Ultra Rebellion, like the upset Ultra, I'm gonna, yeah, it didn't. It's fine. It's good. We can move on. Yes, hooray! so bad. Okay,
It's a new day.
it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Can't believe that's hilarious. Right, I just want to talk to that Ultra. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So now we can make progress. Good. So it's the day of the meeting for the Ultra Rebellions, not the Ultra Rebellion, the Tabula Rasa stuff. And time to get my notes back up. So one of the Ultras passes out. So we have to use the Tabula Rasa brain cells immediately to try to save everybody because we don't want bad things to happen. That's bad if that happens. So we should now technically be able to go. So I didn't. Oh my god. Technically, I haven't got the other neutralizer tower set up. I do have the other neutralizer tower set up, don't I? Also, that Tabula Rasa thing, that is a dividing arc of this. Oh my god. So, because we went back a few stops, we didn't build the other neutralizer tower. Oh. Okay, you know what? This is still fine. This is still doable. That's fine. I'm not annoyed. I'm just a little bit salty. We should still be able to leave today, though. If, when we go through the time warping anomaly, it doesn't reduce it too much. Come on. You're just out to make me wallow in my self-pity and denial of like I'm doing bad at the video game, please. Anyway, so we're gonna put the neutralizer tower back to where it was. We have well more than enough organics right now. Oh, here we go.
Exploration vehicle.
So this is where you landed. Oh, that's not the, no, it's the conversation that would happen afterwards. It's not this one. Anyway, so yeah, so once we've placed both the neutralization towers on both sides of the canyon, we're then going to go over to the gravity sensor, try to put people on the neutralizer towers, and then we should go to the gravity sensor and leave, and then we can actually start going towards the final sections of the chapters.
Anomaly?
I'm just hoping that this works out. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll reset the day, as in like go to the next day, and then that should just work. So here we go. Let's find out. Fingers crossed once again. I didn't even put it on the other side, but that's fine because we're going to go over to the other side anyway. Okay, so we're going to get the hub pylon. Put this one over here. Travel over to the other side. Put the neutralization tower on there. Go to the assignments. And we go 1, 2. Wait for one to be fully built. Go back to assignments. 3, 4. Fingers crossed. We can leave. Okay. Collect. All right, we're officially moving on with the video game. Yay!
I'm so proud of you.
Oh
right
my god,
now.
we crept that back up quickly, but like I'm so gutted that I forgot about. No, I forgot. I just completely misread the Ultra Rebellion. But that's what I mean. Like there is so many different ways that you can die, like via radiation, or like you just don't. When it comes to the magnetic storm, you just don't have the radiation filters to make and stuff like that as well. You got the Ultra Rebellion. There's a few ways around it. So, oh my god, I'm glad I did it. Okay, so this journey and the next interlude is going to be a lot to unpack in a small amount of time, so I'm going to be reading very quickly. We wake up after being hit over the head during the journey to find out some alters took the tour vehicle and a good amount of materials and defected, and a scientist gave us Adricol to help us after getting hurt. Yeah, Jan's allergic to Adricol. Whoops! Scientists talk to Lena about everything, which is bad because Lena doesn't know about the alters, so when the scientist ends up talking to Lena, she's like, what? Who are you and why are you and how did you? But communications were lost just as the scientist was done explaining. So there's messages left in the communications room to listen to. Now, normally we'd only get messages from the ex-wife and Maxwell, but because I had a conversation left over from Lucas, that's why we had that conversation there. Jan's in the kitchen, so we're going to go find to the kitchen here.
It's all about...
We listened to the calls from the ex-wife of Maxwell. As we chose the tabula rasa route, Lena is heavily upset about the whole situation of the tabula rasa and Maxwell's ideas. How she could just turn Jan in and leave everything alone, but she can't, as Jan's unconscious and suffering, and it's all up to Jan now. And with Maxwell's call, he's becoming more manipulative by the second, saying humanity needs Jan to succeed and how it's very important, very important to bring the alters back. That's what I wrote in my notes is,
Just,
We then talk to the scientists, a little argument about the choices that we made, and then they give us the idea to look at all the different paths that we could have taken that could have given us the information that we need to get out of the sandstorm with no navigation. Then we decide to be the one who goes into the womb and essentially get altered, to see if any of the branching paths knows the right way of how we can leave and have the right information to be able to fix the navigation. However, we enter into the interlude. So the interlude is Jan reliving of the pivotal moments of his life. Specifical, because I mistyped that one as well.
One of your sentences was like an utter mess too. Hold on, it's like, we decide to be the one who goes into the womb and essentially altered to see if we can branching path that knows the right way. And I'm just like, there are words missing from this statement. Meanwhile, the interlude is Jan reliving the pivotal moments of his life, as you said, specifical, the points at which his alters branch off.
Do you want to know something fun? All of the major points of which I misspelled and stuff as well was done at 1 a.m. this morning. That makes a lot of sense. I wasn't really paying due cause and attention to it. Okay, so I'll recap on the interlude. The interlude is Jan reliving the pivotal moments of his life, specifically the points at which the alters branch off. It starts off with the sounds of baby crying, by the way we all start our lives, and then goes into being bullied on the playground, which we just passed by, which is the doctor and the shrink's diverging points. Then leaving home to flee dad's abuse, which is the miner, the technician, and the guards staying behind. Mum's death, which we're just coming up to now, which is the worker and the refiner's diverging points. By the way, weird subconscious us, Jan, completely bald and nude. And then finally falling in love with Lena and then losing her, which is the scientist and refiner's diverging points. This also could be a representation of the actual lineage that we see in the quantum computer's tree of life. You got that all written down? Is that all in your notes? You caught up? Good? Yeah? It's on.
I don't know if I like this hospital planet anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, this is just a subconscious visualization of the inhospitable planet, whatever it is. It's a very weird representation. I mean, the matter of fact that we got that Jan of us talking to us, and like, it's basically, they know everything about us. They are like, you know, they're basically combating us in like our mental space, being like, you know, but this doesn't seem right, you know, like, oh, but woe is me. But he's like, but woe wasn't you. It was the woe that was woed. I don't know. So that's kind of what's going on, basically. So you know what? I'm going to show this little visual here. We'll take about 30 seconds, but it just shows you how trippy this subconscious experience is.
Hey. Please, don't go. What the fuck? No.
Okay.
Where are you going?
See what I mean? It's very trippy.
You aren't kidding.
Thanks for getting stuck. This is another reason why I like this game. Is like, it does tackle all of those, like, you know, very hard topics and stuff like that as well, but it also shows like just how vivid one's imagination can be in their subconscious. And like, you know, when somebody's falling into the deepest, darkest pits, like, that is what they could be seeing, stuff like that. I like how one of our chatters, Hannah, goes, I just got here. That's an image.
Yeah, welcome to the altars.
Yeah, welcome to the altars. This is part of the game, yeah. Right, we are nearly done with the interlude. It is, again, an experience. And again, one of the reasons that made me fall in love with the game was just, you know, just how cool they made it. Like, you saw that. You saw that. That's all you need to know.
Fine. Maybe it's time.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to try to now go back out of here, go back into the quantum computer to rebranch ourselves back into normal Jan. And then we're going to kind of come back out, and Scientist is not going to be like too happy, because it's like, I would have expected something to happen, you know, like, hey, like, you know, you actually got more knowledge of what to do. But it was more or less like, again, a self-discovery of ourselves, and like, whilst that all happened, we do just come up with a smart idea of what we need to do. So for some reason, I didn't write anything about Journey 4, so I'm just gonna basically say what's going on. So yeah, we kind of given the idea of like, hey, we can use like an electromagnetic device that kind of like will be able to show like past trails of where the turret vehicle was, and we end up finding where they are, and we're now going to Act 3. There we go. So we're into the final sections of this game. Now, if I can do this well, this can be a very quick act. In my world records, this took me about 32 minutes. No, 28 minutes. No. Hold on, I can math. No, I can't. It's late. It's about like 25 to 30 minutes, basically. So let's go and contact Earth first. I didn't write anything about this. God damn it. Again, I edited my notes very, very late. So Maxwell's going to be like, you know, oh, I thought we lost you. We still need you to bring all the necessary rubidium and the altars and stuff like that. We still need you to do all the things. But we do know that the rescue team is getting nearer, so the best way that you can go about it is try to get a beacon made so that you can actually show you place them where they are, so that they can basically reach you better. There's a few more dialogues but I forgot to fully read it and make notes about it. So anyway, we're going to go to production. We're going to make the beacon straight away. We're going to go down towards the workshop and build that beacon, and then we're going to start setting things up. Now, as I mentioned way earlier in the game, that when we went into this world here, yeah, sure. Oh yeah, we need you to go to assignments. Researcher, you're going to go to base maintenance. You're going to go to base maintenance. Research, nothing there yet. So I could actually get you back to kitchen. Sure. So yeah, we've only now got about 73 metals, 70 minerals, which are now being reduced, but we did keep most of our rupidium, which is, again, one of the most important things, because we do need a set amount of rupidium for the next few acts of what we need to do. One of the best things as well is that during Act 2, we built a lot of pylons. So that way, we keep all of those pylons, and we'll probably have more than enough now to be able to set everything up so that we can go exactly in the places that we need to be during this next segment. We will still need to be able to make sure that we do get the relevant amount of materials. By the way, if I start stuttering, it is late, so bear with me on this one, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to turn...
And this is also information overload for you.
Yeah. It's, well, not just for me, for everyone. Right, so we're going to set the beacon, and it's kind of humorous, kind of funny as well, because, like, as he's doing this conversation, he's kind of talking to himself in two different parts, like a third person and a first person, and kind of imitating what one of the other alters would be saying, kind of like having a conversation with an alter and an alter. It's kind of bizarre. But we get into that kind of state now where, like, you know, we've just defected. We're kind of going through that kind of denial and that remorse. So he talks to himself, you know, normal. Now that we've figured out what's going on, which there was like a big blockage that was above everything, kind of like an intro blockage. Now it's blocking any beacon signal from being able to actually leave. We now have to talk to the scientists, be like, hey, we need to figure out why this is going on. I know, I'll do some research. I'm smart at this sort of stuff. Why did it say making previous choices?
Ever? Well?
Oh, because I did this conversation technically earlier on when I died. Oh, okay. I confused the hell out of me there for a second. Workers in the infirmary. Where are you? Okay, so you're down here. You're doing the base maintenance. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we just get all the conversations down so we can make sure that at least there's some more emotional uplift again, because again, we just had 3 of our alters just defect, and the only remaining alters now are the worker, the scientist, and the guards. So we got to try to make do the best we can with all that we have. Now, technically, there is a way that we can go and save all the rest of the alters, because they are in this area. They kind of like made their own little base to try to, like, you know, prevent themselves from the sun, all that stuff. But it doesn't quite work like that, because here's the thing. Even though they can make a base, they don't really have the necessary ability to make the radiation filters. So they're a little bit stuck in that front. But nevertheless, we don't care about them. They defected from us. Why should we ever give them the space and time and, like, the care due attention? Yeah, screw them. They were mean to us. They hit me over the head and I went into my subconscious. You made me do that. So yeah, they don't deserve my time anyway. So we go with who we have right now. It's funny. I have still yet to do a playthrough of actually saving everybody, because again, there is different endings to this game, and I haven't tested.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah, 6 of them, and I still haven't tested every single one out for making sure that everything splits accordingly. So I think I've got it all right in the settings of the auto-splitter. So yeah, that's another thing as well. It's like, not only did I start speedrunning this, I've also made the auto-splitter. I also made the boards. I basically just went fully into this game. Hence me bringing this to Passion Project. I just went full steam ahead, basically. Oh
yeah.
I think it might be here. Hold on. I am so lucky. The last, like, 20 times I've speedrun this, it has always been down there. And it connects straight away as well. That means I save a lot of pylons as well. Okay, this is gonna be a lot faster now, Harry. Okay, so immediately I'm gonna start getting somebody onto, radiation filter. Good. Simons, let's get worker onto the workshop. That makes the most amount of sense. Base maintenance, you're still doing stuff at the moment, so I'll leave you against the organics right now. But yeah, we have like 18 left of pylons. I don't think it's going to be enough absolutely yet, but we can still make a good headway of what we need to set up, because we do need 2 more travel pylons, which is, I think there were 5 each. So then we got 8 more in order to be able to set our way for what we need to do. So let's see if we can make that a reality with all that we got. So we're gonna use 1 here. Now, when we use it against the hub pylon, that actually helps to extend it a tiny bit more as well at the same time. So it does actually help out a tiny bit. Okay, so there's a metal over here. What's harder to do? Honestly, the auto splitter. Unreal auto splitters are quite a thing to work, quite a thing to do for. Is the best way I'll say it. Like, whilst they are very cool and very new to be able to make things with, they are not easy in any slight circumstance. So I'd only say, like, if you are going into a case of doing auto splitting for Unreal games, drop me a message. Honestly, I'll help you, because it's very wait. Oh yeah, I don't need to do it right now. I was setting it up. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you as much guidance as I can. It is not an easy thing to get into. Unreal, Unity games, I got you covered. I can tell you that in 5 minutes, genuinely. So, but Unreal, it's, as games are evolving as well, they and Unreal Engine is evolving as well. They are adding new methods of, like, you know, organization, and like they're changing things around a lot. We have to adapt so quickly as well that some things won't align for the next version and stuff like that. So it's yeah, it's a tough time. But I digress. Like I say, it's nice to be able to.
My tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Oh, repair kits now. Sure, I'll do 2.
I'm wrapping things up here.
I don't want to use too much metal. It does get me conscious about what's going to happen next. Screw it, I'll just set another travel pylon. Why not? Okay, so we need a set amount of metals. We need a set amount of the coal. Set amount of minerals, set amount of rubidium. Rubidium's fine. I'm just being very cautious about how much metals I'm using for the repair kits and the other stuff at the moment. Okay, so what do I have here? So, yeah, big blocking anomaly overhead. So we need to find ways in order to be able to remove it. So we're talking with Lucas now, and I think through Lucas we're going to be able to get the blueprints for the next few things that we need to build, which we need to research now, thanks to Lucas's call, which is going to be for the beacon blockaded. Should have been doing that a while ago. Whoopsie daisy. All right. Whoops. I can tell I'm getting tired.
I mean, this is a very complex run to do at this hour for you.
It's fine. Okay, so, you know, I think I have my notes somewhere. I'm just going to get my notepad up, actually, and I'm going to look at it to the side. So here's my notes. We need to make 180 organics, 150 minerals, and 200 metals. Good to know. Okay, so I've forgotten exactly the numbers I said. Does anybody, can somebody write that down in the chat for me?
Oh my god, you're asking my auditory processing delayed butt to do this.
Don't worry, Twitch chat have got our backs. It's fine. I believe in Twitch chats. I believe in the Twitch chats. I can't believe I just made a Joe Hendry reference. Oh my god. Oh, I've done so many references tonight. I love this. Anyway, if it comes to the case, I can just alt tab again. It does pause the game when I do it.
Someone said 180, 150, and then something else.
Okay, cool. 180.
Finish my task.
Oh man.
Can you give that to me? If you want to give that to me one more time, because I know you'll be pausing the game.
200 metal, 150 mineral, 180 organics.
150, 200 metal, 150
Mineral.
mineral. I can't spell either. Oh my god. And then 180 organics.
That's correct. Yes.
Hey, want me to tackle
Thank
this?
you.
You're welcome.
Just because it's late, I'll take some guidance. It's fine. Okay, so that was a brand new anomaly that we just interacted there. That slowdown time, there's that little circular thing that goes around there. That's what you got to do to try to get rid of it. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is that I fear that I'm not going to be able to get enough metals. So I am making the outpost for the metals. I'm conscious of the minerals as well, so I might end up making a minerals outpost as well and just doing that. Where is it? Wait, what do you mean? Oh my god, it's over there. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're gonna go around then. Belay a little bit of time. I mean, unless I can find another mineral deposit, that would give us... maybe. $175. Oh my god, I don't know if I can find any more right now. Let me wander around quickly just to see if there's anything else I can... no, because I did the one that was just around over here, didn't I? Yes. And I did the... I think I did the one that was just over here. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. That's... no, I'm just going to make it because you never know when we might need some more repair kits, all that other stuff. I just need to find the way around because I don't have a drill kit, which uses metal. Fantastic. So, yeah, I'm just going to...
I just gotta spend metal to make metal.
Exactly. I work hard for the money.
Yeah, next.
I can't believe I referenced that as well. God's sake. Okay, let's... I'm assuming it's up here. Where is it? Where is this? Is it over here? I am genuinely perplexed. I don't know. I have never had it there. And I'm being deadly serious about that. I have never had it placed there. So that's the first time in an RNG sense that I've actually seen a place that I am not used to. So there you go. Adaptability, am I right? Yay.
I can only imagine, like, because, like, the areas where you're placing these, right, these outposts, they are relatively consistent regions, but not consistent exact placement, right?
Exactly correct. Exactly.
That's got to be maddening.
Yep. Probably why I'm running this video game, am I right? So now that I made that metals outpost, I'm gonna go over to here to try to get the minerals outpost because we've only got 53. That is bad. That is bad. Also, one second, I need to go to this. Amber, could you drop that in the server?
The channel.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Perfect, thank you. All right, here we go. Prism anomaly. We have not seen this yet.
What's happening?
When you go to prism anomalies, there are 3 of these little things that you need to tackle. These will then start to erode the prism anomaly. Good stuff. And there should be one probably just around over here. There we go. That was really quick, by the way. I'm really proud of that. That's probably the fastest I've gotten rid of a prism anomaly ever. So clap, clap, clap to me. Hooray. Right, where is the... oh, it's over here. Nice. All right. I mean, you think sleep deprivation makes... all work in TV makes Homer go something, right?
Look, as someone who has known Nico for quite a while, this is just Nico on a day-to-day basis,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is just pure, unadulterated Nico Hart, unfiltered.
Nothing's changed except my dignity.
If you enjoy this brand of chaos, you should always go check out Nico Hart's Twitch stream. That's going to be twitch.tv/Nico Hart. Or if you like DJ streams, he's got his Nico Hart DJ channel as well.
In which, thanks to our friend HUD601 for their Bristol Pride Charity Month, I ended up doing a 12 plus 1 hour of millennial DJ sets. I've got it saved. I should probably do something about that, but guess who's bad at editing videos? Oh no, this guy. That was extensive. So for those who are curious, I stood up DJing constantly for 12 hours. 13. Anyway, and that was awesome. I had so much fun with that. That was great. I learned a few things about the... Oh, God, that's where the other metals were. Okay, I learned a few things about the DJ program. I was like, oh, yeah, these artists sometimes don't go too well with it. Turns out Madonna really does not go well. Hey, we learn things. You know, it's fine.
Oh, it's true. Like, look, you live and you learn, and the DJ program is also still fairly new. They haven't fully, like, gotten things together for that. So it's great that it exists. It's just like they're not punishing DJs for making mistakes while the program is still very new, which I think is really kind, honestly.
And I think there is like I think they just announced like who like other labels now that they're bringing in, which is awesome. That like they're constantly talking to more publishers and like, you know, the record labels and stuff like that to make sure that we can cover as much base as we can. So, you know, work in progress. I mean, it's a year to the day for you Americans, it's a day after for me, but yeah, it's a year since it's got officially launched, basically, which is kind of cool.
God, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we at for our research? 3 hours, perfect. Okay, so let's advance the run a little bit. So we do need to get the minerals. So I'm going to get some organics first, just beforehand. No, I'm actually going to go for the other way around. Why do I go against what I say all the time? I always do that. So assignments. You are going to go to the organics now, guards. Okay, workshop. You can get a radiation filter. Why not? That's a big Alex. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen one that big before, so that was really funny to me. So you said it was 150 minerals. So
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
sure. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. So we're gonna go immediately over towards the scientist. There is gonna be some more research things that he ends up doing, but as soon as we see it, straight over to the scientists, because they will give us the next flags, the next storyline. So here we go. So what have I said here? All right, so now we're going to be able to actually, now that they've done their blockade research, now they're going to say, hey, here's something that you can make, which is a fragmenting device and the materializer as well. I think we have to research the materializer before we can build it. But after, first off, we expose the sources of the interferences, which is causing the whole, the blockade happening in the first place. So we've set up those travel pylons to be in very specific places. One of them is a tiny bit away, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much because we are so close to it. It is literally just around here. That's 2. And if you watch the Japanese run and Intense get the placements, it's literally opposite. It's so cool to see. There we go. Eventually, jeez. Okay. So now that we've done it, scientist is going to be like, ooh, I wonder. Back to the scientist straight away whilst he ponders in it for a second. Or just wait next to him.
I think I'm starting to see something here.
One thing I've really appreciated, by the way, about seeing this run go on, off, and on again with the rails is that it's just like, it's the nature of new speedruns. It really is. And especially when it is getting its like first showcase run and everything, I think learning the skill of like it's learning the run is one thing. Learning how to showcase the run is a whole other ball game.
Totally.
And like with how like on again, off again this run has been like tonight.
Are they really?
Like the fact that you've been entertaining the entire time, like, just thank you for being here.
Aww.
And also being up this late.
Must be the turn.
Nothing new. I will always do this in a heartbeat for you, my friend. You know me.
I do. It's just like, oh my goodness. It's like, hey, can we go back to our original estimate of 3 hours? It's like, oh no, he's just never gonna get to sleep.
Nightmare.
This poor man.
Look, I think I've told the story before and on a prior passion project. I used to work in the music industry. I would start at 12 a.m. I'd finish at 6, and because of my distance from London, I would get back to my bed at 9 a.m. This is nothing different.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is more than groovy. So I'm used to the late nights. The insomnia is a thing. Being on the internet is a thing. Insomnia plus the internet is a hell of a thing.
Oh my God, tell me about it.
Oh my
Calls
God.
into bed at 3 a.m., won't go to sleep till 7. That was me yesterday. That's actually been me all week.
Ain't that just
But
a
no,
high life?
thank you, chat. If you've been enjoying this run, like the chaos of this run and just like the energy that Nico brings, like first off, go follow him, but also press 1 in chat if you've been having a good time. And yes, I'm calling out the lurkers to press 1. If you are on mobile, just pull up the mobile keyboard for just 1 keystroke. That's all I ask.
All right, this is annoying because we were like 45 minutes from the research being done, but the scientists had finished up their day. Ergo, we weren't able to finish it in time. So the next day is unfortunately, actually, no, I could put you back to the research lab. But the next day is going to be, guess what? Magnetic storm. Hooray. So guess who hasn't been making enough radiation filters? This guy. So I got to make some radiation filters before we go into the next day. I can make at least just 1. So that's why you're pressing 1, because you reminded me I need to make 1 radiation filter. That's so good.
Oh my God.
Like, you can't script that. You can't. Adaptability of comedy, am I right? All right.
You can't make this up.
Next day. I got it. We're good now.
I appreciate just the rawness of this run. Like, it being the first showcase run at dumb o'clock at night for you.
Yeah.
And just like, you have notes that are mostly complete that you are partly referencing. Because you're focusing on being entertaining, and that's the other half of showcase running.
Exactly.
It's like, I gotta make sure I get the run right, I gotta make sure I'm entertaining, I gotta make sure I'm telling people what the hell is going on, and especially in a game this complicated. Like, you're trying to do the whole package right now for the first time. Like, not that you're new to showcases, but like, this run is new for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I need to do.
And like, you've gone like into this game with a full head of steam. It's really impressive to like just see like when you lock into something, you lock in. I've seen you go from project to project to project very quickly.
Absolutely. And Amber did get
And
to see
you
one of the
focus like this is great.
Amber did get to see one of the projects that I'm working on that I literally cannot talk about because NDA. That's what exactly I'm saying. So like, I'm going from project to project to project. I never stop. Also,
the fact that you have been here on this game for 2 months is impressive.
This is something that I run a lot in the background as well. Like, I could stream this, but I need that focus. If I want to like continuously beat my world record, I need that like legit locked in focus. If I was going to stream this, it would be no mic, no camera. I would just need to lock in basically, and that's, you know, I could make a separate channel for that. I could, but I'm so like fixated on like, you know, wanting to just like, you know, be in my own element, be in my own time. And I'm sure some speedrunners can understand when I'm saying this as well, where like, even if we're on stream and we are like, you know, we're still very comfy with the run, having that kind of that pressure watching can sometimes be a little bit but again, some people are comfy with it, some people aren't. I'm still comfy with it. That's fine. Like, most speedruns I've done have been on stream, and I've done all of that side of things. This is the only run that has caused me to stay off stream to speedrun, basically. So I think it's just because like I want to give it as much attention, like due course and attention as I can. But you know what attention I'm going to give right now is that we're going to do what is kind of like the chase sequence of the game, if you want to call it chase sequence.
I'm ready.
So,
Yeah.
now that we built the materializer, now that we built the fragmenting device, the fragmenting device is going to go up on top of the integral tree. Also, this little visual that I'm skipping is really cool. You should watch that cutscene when you can. This is the exposed integral tree. I just walked immediately into the radiation. Okay, Nico. And we got to go all the way to the top to basically put the fragmenting device on so that we can completely destroy all of the integral stuff on this planet. Oh, not on the whole planet, but at least in this area, so that the spaceship vessel that's coming their way to be able to save us will be able to get there safely. Now, here's the thing as well. You remember how way earlier in the game as well I said how important it was to get the free climbing, the one that needed that planetary sample? Right here. Because, yeah, as you can imagine, there is a lot of climb to go up the tree. And if you run out of suit batteries, you're screwed. You are seriously screwed, and you die. That's another way that you can die in the game. So
Wow.
having that free climbing is literally just you're blitzing through it. It's basically a speed run. No way. So that's why I kind of like made that executive decision in my runs, being like, you know, don't worry about really anything else. I mean, I could make the advanced like outpost where like, you know, we can get metals or we can get non-metals quicker and stuff for that. It's not really necessary if like you're already utilizing your days well, and actually, you know, you're getting those materials like in a nice excessive, like not slow threshold, but like a very like medium threshold all the way through. You don't need to worry too much about it. Sure, it could save some extra time, but it takes more time to be able to make them for the cost of what it is. You got to try and find like, you know, what is worth it in the end of it. So that's why free climbing is more preferential for me. So we've got these little things here to scan first. These things are blocking the path for the fragmented device, so we get rid of them first. And one more. And then we go and get the fragmented device from our inventory, put it down, run immediately behind, and then we're going to jump off the tree and let everything behind us explode, basically. So if you want to kind of like consider this a chase sequence, half chase, half running to fix stuff, like it's still very climactic, very sort of intense, if that makes sense. So it's really cool. Okay, they're all celebrating the cheersing. I think I'm gonna go to sleep straight away because we are getting very close towards the end now. So once this has been done, we're going to try to go back to the beacon to try to summon the... No, not yet. Wait, so what was it? Yeah. First, we summon everyone in the altars. I wrote this backwards in my notes here. So, yeah, dramatic sequence. Yeah, thank you. So, basically that. So, in this sequence here, it's now the discussion of, like, what's going to happen when the spaceship comes to rescue us. Like, how are we going to try to prevent, like, any bad things happening? Because, obviously, nobody else apart from, like, Lucas, Lena, and Maxwell knows about the altars. So when the actual Ally Corp crew come through, they're not going to take too kindly to the altars, because that's
Gonna be a big Lucy, you've got a lot of splaining to do.
essentially. So we're now coming up with ideas and strategies about how we can actually go around it safely. So here's something that I want to work towards in my speedrun, actually, like in my next world record attempts. In my current world record attempts, and what I'm going to be doing now, is I'm going for the explosive charges route. That is potentially slower than just going for the sleeping gas mask. Like, potentially a lot faster. We could say probably about like 2-3 minutes. So in my next runs that I'll be doing offline soon, I will probably end up trying that and see what it does and if it saves anything. But we're going to go for the Arc Sarcophagus and the autopilots. We're going to start getting 1, 2, 3... Oh, no, we don't have enough. We need organics. That's fine then. So, I'm going to go to the organics and get Worker onto the explosive charges. Why are you back? Oh, yeah, because of the magnetic storm. That's it. Go get some more organics. We don't need repair kits because we're going to be finishing up very soon. Let's see.
Tasks. Want
3,
me to take care of this now?
a few more.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Okay, you just need 10 more. Good. And there's that. Okay, so that's all the explosive charges done. I don't think we need to get any more organics, so that's fine. After this, we're still researching the autopilots. I don't think there's anything else that we can put in here right now. No, so I'm going to get some more metals then if that's the case. Just in case. And plus it advances time a little bit so that if there's any hitch in how much, metals and organics and the minerals we got.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for the research here. So 2 hours 15. Okay. So this should be fine if it keeps them counting. Otherwise, it's going to go to the next day. 6 minutes. Good. Okay, so I'm hoping that's enough now. If it's not, then we can go back to the other bits and we'll still be able to do it in this day. So this is coming, I'd say about 5 to 8 minutes, roughly, I'm guesstimating here, for how long left the run has. Okay, we've got 4 places to plant the explosive. One is in the airlock, in the communication center, in the machinery, and in the quantum computer, because we don't want any trace of, the altars being made. Albeit, we don't even explode it in the first place, so... I hate it when I do that. But we just planted there, and then when we get to a point of talking to the Alicorp people, we just kind of disacknowledge that anything really happened. So, kind of in a sort of case of it is what it is, really. Oh, we need more organics. Okay, so I think I will still craft it myself, because I reckon the work is going to be finishing up in literally like 10 minutes time. So we need 20, I think it was, for it. Let's have a look. See, production, autopilot device, that's good. So once I've done this, all I need to do once I've crafted the autopilot device is then go to the base navigation and just activate the next day, and that's it. Oh, 3 hours off. Okay. All right, so fingers crossed that I got to build an arc sarcophagus as well. I built an arc sarcophagus. Everything's fine in the world. Right. Here's what I'm going to do. So... Ooh, okay. Move this down here. Oh, my God. I forgot to... Hey, everyone. I'm going to turn off my audio. You remember way earlier on, I said, hey, I can get rid of all the base storage stuff, so that we can get our minerals, we can get our metals. Guess what I forgot to do?
Got to do all of that.
I forgot to do all of that. Yeah. Oh my god. Great. Okay. So, guess what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do that right now. Screw it. Because then I can actually make space for where I can put this arc sarcophagus in a second. Okay, we're going to put it here. Here. Just to make this end bit a little bit nicer. Okay, machinery, refinery can go here. Materializer, Rupidium arc, it can go here. Arc sarcophagus can go here. There we go. That's good. That's fine. Cool. All right. Just so that basically when we leave, it's fast enough anyway. In fact, what I'll do actually is I'll go back one more time. And I won't. Okay, I'll just leave it to what we're doing right now. So, system offline. Wait. Oh, I haven't finished the... I was so close. I thought it was done. Okay. Now I should be able to go. There we go. Okay, so because the fact that we basically have done this in one sitting, sometimes mostly there is a bug at the end where the final epilogue doesn't actually play out. So what we need to do to prevent that kind of that soft lock from happening, or actually I would consider it a hard lock because you can't even press escape or anything like that, is that I'm going to go to quit to menu and then reload the day that we've just literally entered into. This should, because it technically changes maps, and then it deloads, it unloads and reloads all the assets coming in, and that's what helps to prevent that kind of soft lock from happening. At least that's what I theorize, but it sounds the most legit because I understand about map loading and unloading and stuff like that. If you keep something going on for so much that there is that risk and chance of something breaking. We see that, for example, in like Alien Isolation, where if you keep the game running and do multiple runs through and through, the game slowly breaks because of memory leaks. It could be a memory leak, for example. So that's why we do that specifically, and it's essentially now a speedrun strat. If they fix it, then we don't need to, but it is what it is. Right, so for the final day, we will go into the sarcophagus. We're wishing everyone goodbye as they go into the pods. This way first. And they're having the final sort of like farewells and, you know, the heartfelt conversations. After that, we're talking now to Maxwell for the last time. Maxwell wants to ensure the safety of the alters and how the alters aren't going to have a normal life when they get back to Earth, and how we need to think rationally, once again kind of manipulating. And if we don't comply, he's going to have to disclose every bit of information towards the corporation. Yeah, Maxwell's very nice. We leave to go outside to meet the rescue queue, and we're essentially lying through our teeth to the commanding officer saying everything's fine, and we try to board. The corporal notices unusual weight differences in the rapidity mark and some form of contamination, and we just lie and say that we have no idea why that might be the case. It's just a cat. I've got nothing to declare. So now that we're through, we're literally near the end, so do get ready for time when I call it. Yeah, we just that little bit there. We just have a reflective moment of how we ended up here in the first place up until this point. And now we're in the epilogue, which is the final kind of like conversation that we have. There are 6 different endings that we've mentioned, and we are going down Maxwell's path. With the ending, the fate of some of the alters remain unknown. Those who part ways with Jan at the end of Act 2 remain on an alien planet, but those who are smuggled with the fake Rapidium Arc are soon to be imprisoned by Maxwell for his wild experiments. Jan turns himself into a ploy of Maxwell, but he gets a new identity as Maxwell faces death. Jan is transferred time, by the way, time. Sorry, I was still talking.
GG.
I'm just going to finish off the conversation for what that epilogue scene is. Jan is transferred to Maxwell's lab with a private plane and will likely become an asset for Maxwell's experiments. Lucas leaves Maxwell's department and goes back to his hometown, helping with the kids. He refuses to answer any messages from Jan. Regarding the humanity side of things, because Rapidium was kind of an important part towards the sake of humanity, Maxwell founds his very own corporation after getting the Rapidium Arc from Jan, but the situation with food does not resolve, and the relationship with Lena is non-existent and completely cut off. And that is the alters. Hey!
You made it.
And it is light outside. Oh boy, so that's gonna be fun for sleeping.
Oh god, the realization of what time it is for you.
If it was during the winter, I wouldn't bat an eyelid, but when it's summer, that's always the fun times, isn't it? I hope everybody enjoyed the alters. That was, like I say, the run can shape up to be that kind of situation. If something doesn't go well in a certain kind of pathway, it can definitely like go right or wrong. You saw how it went, for example. Like, I didn't quite read the task at hand, but once you kind of like understand and know everything that you need to do during the run, you kind of get like all the traits, all the understanding, all the management, all the kind of setting the research tasks and just making sure that order goes well. You can really nail a great run. And like I say, I would love to try to bring this run down to a 2-hour 10, sub 2-hour 10, because my current summer best is 2 hours 10 minutes. So it is highly possible that I can do it, but I just need to, like, you know, grind at some point. So I'll need to find a day off at some point just to be able to grind. But whenever that time will come, I'm still very happy with my world record at the moment, unless it gets beaten by the fantastic Japanese runner in the tent. We'll see what happens. But outside of that, thank you for Amber for having me on. Thank you for letting me showcase this as the first kind of showcase commentary run. There's still lots more that we could have unpacked during it, but at the same time, I hope I've given it as much light to a brand new audience. And for those who are intrigued, definitely go pick it up. It is fantastic. Alex Jordan voice acting. It's phenomenal all the way through. We skipped through quite a lot of it. Sorry, Alex. But definitely give it a chance if you can. If you do like Fallout Shelter, if you do like space exploration, then mash the two up together. This game is fantastic for you. If you do want to find out more about myself on the internet, you can go find me on the socials. You can most of the socials are Hello Nico Hot, apart from Blue Sky, which is nicohot.com. You can find me on Twitch, Nico Hot. Oh, the song as well at the end. I forgot about this. Yay! This is a good song to leave out to actually in a second, but I'll finish off my closing words. If you like house music, if you like video game music, if you like millennial music, if you like rock, all this sort of stuff, I DJ, Nico Hot DJ. Go follow me in that channel as well. Outside of that, I'm very close to full YouTube partner. So this is a call out. If you would like to help me get those final hours of YouTube partner, throw up a VOD, throw up a playlist, do whatever it is. We're literally like less than 800 hours away from being able to get full partnership. So if you want to help tired British guy over here who's up till 6 a.m. showcasing for your entertainment this cool run, you can help for free on the other platform as well, and just throw on a playlist and go watch some Nico VODs and stuff for that. That would help me out so much, and I'm still grateful that I'm even to a point where I can get to that. So thank you all so much. That is me closing off. I'm tired. Also, that's how we're ending my segment, okay?
I am sure that Tree can feel their bones just kind of being very rickety and rusty right now, and so can I. The words millennial music. Dear God. Well, thank you so much, Nico, for being up this late to do this run and for showcasing your own personal passion project here once more. And thank you all in chat for being here tonight. And please remember to look after yourselves and your loved ones. Drink some water, stretch your legs, eat a snack, take your medication or your vitamins if you need to. And please remember that you are valid, you deserve the best, and the world is a better place with you still in it. And if you missed out on As Seen on TV or Passion Project, stay tuned as we replay both shows after this. I will be back on Friday, August 22nd, following up As Seen on TV with Dicey Dungeons getting a redemption arc, because last time I had Dicey Dungeons on with Selkuth Mind, the run went a little off the rails, and the community actually in response decided to make the run more showcase safe. Like, without that run happening a little over a year ago, the community wouldn't have come together and make a huge effort in optimizing the game and making it safer for showcases. And I'm thrilled to show off what the community has done since then. So we'll be getting that redemption arc along with Brandino showing off Sonic and All-Stars Racing, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing on the DS for some Big the Cat doing wheelies. That's going to be again on August 22nd.